What's happening, family? Y'all know what time it is, man. I am early, of course, Mr. Earl. And today is a fun day as always, man. Today is the second week in a row we doing $10 Tuesdays. Now, if you're new to this and not true to this, let me explain the rules. $10 Tuesdays is a debate off for open field. Everybody is allowed. If you can see the link in the chat, you can hop in here and get a chance to win this $10 Tuesday debate. We will have 3 contestants go at it, okay? A triple threat match, 4 rounds. First to 2 wins the 10-piece $10 Tuesdays. Listen, man, as always, the new rules, because I'm the man of town. If you don't got nothing to say, do that shit somewhere else because you won't do it here. You will get kicked out of the chat. If you say something outlandish and can't back it up, hey, man, you will get kicked out of here, okay? And again, it's not permanently. It's not forever. It's just until next week or until we want to bring you back up later on in the day. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, let's have a good time. We got my boy Riddell here. We got the young Manny here. I can't remember my man's name in the middle, but he's great people, you know what I'm saying?
Donnie. That's Donnie.
Nah, I'm talking shit, Donnie. I know who you are. Trick got you up here. Look, man, we got some good people here. I don't know who this is with no face and no case, but hopefully they'll come to the screen pretty soon.
What up, Max? That's Max.
What's good?
What's happening, Max? You can't get your camera on, Max?
If I can't be up there. I go, man.
Nah, you
good,
need
my camera?
You good? We just want to make sure.
We don't want you flashing us. Like,
nah, it's me. You know me.
Yeah, I know Max. Yeah, we know Max.
Yeah, we know Max.
It's me. You know me.
We know Max.
Nah, you good, Max. So, fellas, look, man. Let's get it started, man. Today has been, hey, man. Last couple of days have been kind of crazy in the NFL, man. Free agency has been going crazy. What's one of the probably the so far what you've seen the best pickups you guys have seen?
The best pickup, I think, is Saquon to the Eagles. The best pickup is Saquon to the Eagles. Like
yeah, profound on that, Manny. Why you think so?
Because I think if you look at that team overall, that team, you know, they got Kellen Moore, and now they got Vic Fangio. You know what I'm saying? And now you're gonna have Kellen Moore run that offense. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be very run heavy. That read option is gonna be ridiculous with Saquon and Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And what are you gonna do? You're gonna put 8 in the box. You're gonna play man to man on what? AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? Nah, come on, bro. What you gonna like? It's just too many holes that the Eagles are gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? They have one of the best old lines in all of the NFL. You know, Jason Kelce is retiring. You know, but they still got a very good old line. So yeah, I think Saquon going to the Eagles was the best pickup in free agency so far.
I like that. I think for me, it has to be, listen, man, what Derrick Henry's about to do in Baltimore, okay, I think a lot of us forgot, you know, when Baltimore was at one of its greatest, it had a great defense, and it had a very power-running, durable running back by the name of Jamal Lewis. Shout out to the people who remember Jamal Lewis, one of the only 7 or 8 guys to run for 2,000, just like your boy Derrick Henry. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people forget about Jamal Lewis and how great he was. Jay Lou was one of them. So I think that, man, with him being able to beat the defense, because he's one of those backs that, like, he'll beat you up over time, man. So when the fourth quarter come around, don't nobody want to tackle nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I think him and Lamar, you know, play action and with read option, oh my God, it's gonna be hard to deal with.
It's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
Power. Hey, look, you got thunder and lightning.
But the thing is, you're gonna put 8 in the box. You gotta put 8 in the box. No matter what, you gotta put 8 in the box.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Lamar Jackson doesn't have excuse. He got a legitimate run game. I thought he kind of had.
He might not throw for 2,500 next year, just because of how much they're gonna abuse that run game.
Well, he's never thrown for 4,000, has he?
No, so that's what I'm saying.
He could still go 3K because like Derrick Henry's still older. They're not going to workhorse Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't workhorse them anymore. Not at this point.
And there's another running back that they have as well, which will work very well with Derrick Henry as a playmaker, and that's Keaton Mitchell. He's the rookie from last year. Amazing speed, and obviously he's great after the catch too. So they're probably going to switch him and Henry more often than you think. But regardless, that run game, that combination, obviously Lamar Jackson, that's going to be disgusting. It's going to be disgusting. So they got what they need. Draft another receiver, and then you're complete. That's what I say for the Ravens.
Yeah. I like what the Ravens are doing. My favorite part about the Ravens is that they were able to get back Matabuke. I know a lot of Raven fans are upset they didn't get Queen back, but
Yeah.
it's Baltimore, man, and luckily for them, they do have a backup plan. Maybe Trenton Simpson can take a leap. He was a guy I really liked in 2023, out of the third round. But either way, got him back. My favorite signing, and this one isn't getting as talked about as it should be because this is a massive need for this team. I thought Xavier McKinney was a really good signing for Green Bay. Maybe they gave him a little too much money, but what I can say was last year he did have that big breakout year. He was one of the best safeties in the league, easy top 10 safety in the league. This is a versatile DB who can play in the box, who can play single high. I think he's at his best when he's near the football, though, and that is something that Green Bay does need. So I really like that pickup. I can tell you right now, he's an upgrade from Darnell Savage. So yeah, Xavier McKinney is one that I really, really thought was a home run.
I hope Jair stays. I hope Jair stays.
No, he's gone. He's already said he's gone, right? He said he was gone after the Packers season.
Well,
I mean, there's been no traction about him leaving.
That's what I'm saying, and I think they just got McKinney. They're a very young team. I don't
like he made it clear. Like I don't remember the post, but it was like this whole post about him leaving. So, I mean, he might stay, but the impression I got is that Jair is gone. But I agree, adding Xavier McKinney really helps that secondary, to be honest.
How do we feel about Mike Evans staying with the Buccaneers, man? What's that?
I love it, man. I love it.
I mean,
Mike Evans out here. I'm from Florida, bro. He's a legend, bro. Like in Florida, he's really a legend. Like you can't tell nobody. Like if you tell somebody that Mike Evans not a top 5 wide receiver in Florida, like they'll smack you. Like real talk. Like Mike Evans is really one of the ones. But I really like Mike Evans staying with them. You know what I'm saying? I think Godwin is good.
He's not a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
He's not. I know that. I know that. I was just saying like how people view him.
Mike ain't top 10.
Mike got top 15.
Whoa.
Oh, we can name 15 now.
Top 15 might be top 15.
Top 15. Right now, top 15. But
he ain't top 15.
But he respected though. He respected. And he still got game. You know what I'm saying?
He's a seasoned vet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like them. I think Godwin is good, but I feel like they need another receiver. I feel like they need another weapon to help Baker out. You know, I feel like they're gonna swoop up that O-line. But I love Mike Evans staying there though. How do
you feel about Trey Palmer? Right, that's his name, the rookie.
Yeah, Trey Palmer, LSU guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good guy.
He came from Nebraska. I'm pretty sure.
Let's do something real quick. How old is Mike Evans right now? 33?
No, he's like 30.
Oh, that's not bad. Is he that young?
30. That's not bad.
He's 30, but he'll be 31 in August. So he'll be 31.
Mike Evans for the Buccaneers?
Okay, that's like 3-4 more years of production.
So he's 30. He's 30 flat, right? So would you rather have 30-year-old Mike Evans or CeeDee Lamb?
That's obviously CeeDee.
Yeah.
Tyreek,
yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mike Evans.
I'll take Amon-Ra.
What? You take Mike Evans or Amon-Ra now?
Okay, cool.
I think you need the right system for Amon-Ra. I don't think you need the same thing for
Keenan Allen.
Oh, I'll take Mike Evans.
AJ Brown.
I might got Brown.
Wait.
Obviously.
Hold. Let's get a vote because it's 5 of us up here. Who got Keenan? I got Keenan Allen over Mike.
I think Keenan Allen better than Mike Evans.
I'll take Mike. Keenan can't stay healthy that much, man. I'll take Mike Evans.
Riddell.
I got Keenan.
All right, cool. Now let's go AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Okay. Stephon Diggs.
What's
up, big dog?
What's good?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Puka.
No, I'll take Evans.
Who you got, man?
Oh my God.
Who you got, man?
I'll take Evans.
I got Puka.
Who you got, Riddell?
Yo, Puka is my guy. Give me one more year.
Puka over who?
To be fair to Mike Evans, give me one more year.
Puka, Mike.
JJ's going Mike.
JJ, Puka, Mike.
I'm gonna take Puka. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take Puka.
So that's 8 we got so far, right?
Yeah.
Would you take Mike or Jamar Chase?
I'm taking Jamar.
Okay. Mike or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
Okay. Mike or Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson. Next.
Okay. Mike or DK Metcalf?
Mike.
Mike's better than DK.
Mike. Everybody say Mike?
I got Mike over DK.
Okay. Mike or let's see, Devontae Smith, Smitty.
Oh, Smitty.
Mike.
What?
Riddell.
Yo.
Donnie.
What was the question? Sorry.
Devontae Adams or Mike, Donnie?
No, Smitty
Yeah,
or Mike.
hey,
Smitty
obviously.
or Mike. Smitty or Mike. You said Smitty or Mike.
Smitty or Mike?
Yeah, Devontae Smith.
I'll take Smitty. I'll take Smitty.
All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, Smitty over Mike.
All right, let's see what else we got here. So we at 12 so far, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mike or Terry McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin.
T-Mac.
Terry.
Okay.
Terry.
Mike or DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Mike.
At this point,
Mike.
Bro, y'all lost me, bro. Nah, y'all lost
Mike.
me.
Y'all saying Mike?
Why?
We all agree on Mike?
He says
Who you
D-Hop.
got?
Right.
Who you got?
I
We
say
got
Mike.
vote, but that's the majority vote. Mike or Brandon Ayuk?
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk.
I guess.
Okay.
You guess.
Now we getting a little nasty. We
Ayuk,
getting
Ayuk.
Oh no, Mike and Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
y'all-
15
bro,
already
bro,
now.
might not be top 20, bro. He might not be top 20.
Jefferson.
Okay, he
Let's
might
see
not
if we
be
get
top.
20. Let's see if we can get 20. Mike or Amari Cooper?
Amari.
Amari. Yeah.
Amari.
Mike.
Amari's an elite round runner. I love him, but Mike's better in my opinion.
Nah, the hands
Majority
this year
vote.
are moving.
Majority vote going in.
The hands this
Majority
year are
vote.
moving.
They got young guys. Mike and Chris Olave.
Oh, Chris.
Mike. I
Mike.
need more from Chris Olave. Nah, y'all playing the potential game.
Y'all lost me. If I
need more
go
Chris
skill
Olave.
set, I'm a skill set guy. I'm going. Did you say
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb?
Okay.
You didn't say CeeDee Lamb.
I did.
I
That's
said
the first time I named my name.
You said CeeDee Lamb.
Mike or George Pickens?
Mike.
Ooh. For me,
I
that's
need more
tough.
from Pickens.
For me,
I think Pickett's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like that for sure. But Mike is better.
It's gonna be like Mike.
Mike or JSN?
Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mike or Cooper Kupp?
Mike. Cup.
That's not fair, but Cup.
Cup.
Cup is always injured, but yeah.
Cup.
Kupp.
Mike or Drake London.
I got Mike over Cooper
Oh,
Kupp.
Mike over Drake London.
Mike or Drake London.
Yeah.
All right,
Yo, I've done it
Clear.
already. I'm going Drake London, bro.
Clear.
So Mike, damn, all right. So Mike, we looking at Mike at like number 18 to 20 at times.
Yeah.
He's
Is Mike better than Tee Higgins? Is
I
Mike
got
better
Mike
than
over.
Tee
I
We
Higgins?
got Mike
argue
over Cooper
15 though.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to
Listen,
you.
for me, with Tee Higgins, right? Here's my theory with Tee Higgins, right?
What about Tee
Now,
Higgins? You
even though
better than Tee Higgins?
Devontae is the number one neither, I think what Devontae has shown me is that he can still put up numbers as a number two.
Smitty did it
That
too.
Tee Higgins ain't putting up, so I'll
Yes,
give
he
him
did.
that. But I just
One.
think Tee Higgins got to show me something, though. I'm sorry. He gotta show
How?
me
T showed you the same thing.
Nah,
What you talking about?
T was cooking without Jamar Chase.
T be basically
Okay,
without
but you rather,
Jamar.
if you had a number
140,
one, would you
150,
rather
like,
have Smith or Tee Higgins?
oh, as a one? Oh
As a
my
one.
God, that's hard. That's hard
As
because I ain't gonna lie.
Devontae Smith or T. Higgins.
I
Yeah.
prefer.
I think Smitty's
Jamal
better.
Demon.
I think Smitty's better. Smitty's better.
I'm going T.
I prefer the
Justin-
size.
Smitty's better.
I
I
do
prefer
Waddle's
Justin
better than
too,
both
right
of
there.
them.
I do prefer the size. I do prefer the size in
Oh.
my receivers.
I think Smitty's skill set's better than his though.
And my receivers, Smitty as a receiver though, I'm not gonna lie, him as a number one was still elite. So specifically
Jalen
in
Waddle's
the case
better
between
than
them
both
two,
of them, though.
specifically in the case between them two, I would take Smitty because he was as a number one.
We
He was
seen him in
already
that Bucs game.
great.
We seen him in that Bucs game.
And we seen Tee Higgins as a number one before Jamar was there. And like the Bengals wasn't a great
But
team
we seen
anyway.
it after too. With
Yeah,
Brown.
but
He
Joe
was
Burrow
putting up
was
150.
like injured that year. It was
And
like
his rookie,
Tyler
well, that was
Boyd-
Joe Burrow's rookie year.
Yeah, he got injured in that rookie year, and then
Yeah,
Tyler
but
Boyd was
Even
like,
then, it wasn't something crazy to me though. I wasn't like.
Yeah, one Tyler
Oh,
Boyd.
I mean,
like
it's hard
four.
when your quarterback's not there.
Give me a
What do you
second.
think,
guys.
I said one Tyler Boyd like the number one.
He was, and then like
If
T
we being
started
real
to break
about it?
when Jamar Chase showed up. I will say that. But T
Yeah,
Higgins had
Brandon, that's
flashes.
why
in
I'm
that
not
year.
as high on Smitty as everyone else because of that. Yeah.
But I like T, bro. T to me is one of them ones, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. T to me is one of them ones. T for that size, he can run routes. He got elite hands, great contested catcher. T one of them, bro. I'm not gonna lie. T one of them.
Sounds best receiver in the league to me.
Hey,
No.
I got a legit question because
But he
I feel
does
like these
that.
two
A lot
are.
of great receivers do that. Just certain people do it better than others.
I feel
For
like
sure.
these two are legit comp.
You know how I am, man.
Moving forward, who would you rather have? T
Yeah,
Higgins.
sorry.
or Drake
Can y'all hear me?
London?
Can y'all hear me?
T Higgins or
I
who?
had
T
to
Higgins or
put
who?
Brandon- I
Yeah.
had to put Brandon Cash in timeout, man. He was hating too much.
T. Higgins or who?
T Higgins or Drake London?
T Higgins better than Drake London.
T. Higgins.
It's not. I'm not even thinking twice.
T,
Let me
yeah.
ask you something, Manny. Let me ask you something. 'Cause I've been wanting to know because you're a big fan of T. Higgins, right? Who is T. Higgins to you as a number one? Like, give me a guy in the last 5 to 10 years you can compare T. Higgins to.
Nico Collins and Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
I was
Mike
gonna say
Evans.
Mike Evans.
You think T. You think T. Higgins?
Nico? I'll take
You
Nico.
think T. Higgins is Mike Evans?
I think they play alike. Yeah, they play very similar. Yeah. In the last 5 to 10 years, somebody that plays like T. Higgins is Mike Evans.
So you think Tee Higgins?
But I don't think Mike Evans sucks. Like I don't think Mike Evans is trash. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's great.
But here's
like,
my thing with you guys. We gotta do that, right?
Because Mike Evans was the number one
saying
receiver. He won a Super Bowl as the number one receiver.
When
like,
Jamal was hurt,
like,
Higgins had a time when Jamal was hurt. So who is Tee Higgins versus number one corners? Versus the Stephon Gilmore's, the Giant Alexander, the Sauce Walker.
Nice, because you gotta look at it like this. He got Godwin on the other side, just like Tee Higgins got Jamar on the other side. Like it's not the same level of caliber because Godwin, but people sometimes view Godwin as the number one receiver on that team. Sometimes he was
so here's a fun. Here's fun. You know, free agency. Tee Higgins has openly came out and said he wants out of Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Where could he go and have an immediate impact as a number one receiver? Not named Kansas City, because you niggas want to go to Kansas City so quick.
Jacksonville.
I can name a lot of. How about
I think if he goes back and plays with his college teammate and Trevor Lawrence, I think if Christian Kirk could be the number 2 and they have Evan Ingram, who's a really good tight end.
Hold on. Hold on. How about this? I'll pull up a list of all the NFL teams, and how about we go down top to bottom? How about that? You guys want to do that?
Okay, yeah, we do that.
All right. So first off, Arizona. I'm gonna say. Wait, we're talking about Tee Higgins, right?
Let's just do nail. Yeah, we can get back to it fast. You like him in Arizona? You don't. What you got, Donnie?
Yeah.
Who we're talking about Tee Higgins, right?
Yeah, and nay.
Right now, yeah, but when they get Marvin, no.
Okay, I got nay. What about you, Manny?
Yeah. I like
talk to me, Max.
Yeah.
What we talking about, JJ?
Yep.
What we talking about, Riddell?
I agree with Donnie. Yeah, until they get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Donnie, list the obvious teams that don't got like number ones.
Okay, all right. Atlanta.
No.
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 All right, Carolina.
Yes.
No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
What?
That's easy.
No.
Wait, why y'all say no to Atlanta?
No. Early. Why wouldn't you want Bryce to have a good receiver like that?
The number one wide receiver is Adam Thielen.
But here's why I say no, right? Let's be real. Let me break it down to you guys now, right? Let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's hear from the Panthers,
right? He's going to want a number one receiver type of contract or close to, right? T. Higgins to me is not good enough to be a $10 million plus a year guy as your number one receiver who you're going to get for a 4 or 5 year span. Same way they did Kenny Galloway. Same way they did Kenny Galloway for the Giants, right? You get a guy who isn't. Let me just talk. You get a guy who hasn't proven to be a number one for a consistent basis, right? Now you got to think about this too, man. I don't trust Bryce Young, right?
Yeah, I know.
Is Tee Higgins good enough, Calvin Johnson, AJ Green? Like, is he good enough to make Bryce Young legit?
Yeah.
Why does it need to be Calvin Johnson?
But why does
he need to be a Hall of Famer?
Why can't he be Mike Evans?
Because you guys understand that
it's just to be a number one.
The worse of the quarterback, the more dynamic the receiver has to be in order to even get the production that you would need out of him.
What about Baker and Mike?
Here's the thing, though. We can all agree if the second Tee Higgins goes to Carolina, he is by far, not even close, the best weapon on that team. And it's not.
Yeah. We agree with that. But I don't think it's going to change nothing over there. Like,
thank you, Max.
How would it not change?
He's not good enough to help Bryce Young. I don't think Bryce Young is that good, to be honest. Just me.
Hey, me and you both, Max. We had the same dinners. Table, Max, eating the same food.
That's fine, but you got to recognize what Tee Higgins is going to provide a vertical threat for the Panthers that they don't currently have.
They have no guy who can create separation past 10 yards. Literally no.
I think Jonathan
Mingo.
Jonathan Mingo
just need to get a little bit of time.
That Panthers wide receiver core was the worst I've ever seen in my life, by far. They don't have a single guy who can create separation past 10 yards.
Adam Thielen had 1,100 yards, Donnie. Watch your mouth now, Donnie.
Thielen was
even on a bad year, he had 100 catches and 1,100 yards.
Yay.
So, but Donnie, what is separation?
No, all that's saying, because I'm not gonna lie, I disagree with Donnie on the other thing, on that 10-yard thing. It's literally Adam Thielen and then vibes. But bro, realistically, you got Thielen and then you got Tee Higgins on one side. Tee Higgins is one gonna open up stuff for your number 2 receiver and Adam Thielen. But not only that, Tee Higgins as a number one next to Bryce Young, bro, he elevates Bryce Young's games and makes his game a whole lot easier. You have a guy and now he's basically a security blanket in the sense that you couldn't use that in Hayden Hurst or even Adam Thielen in a lot of those scenarios. You have a guy, Tee Higgins, you cannot have him one-on-one.
Do Bryce and Tee Higgins' skill set even match as a receiver quarterback combo?
I think it does. What Bryce needs to do, what Bryce tries to do, especially when it comes to like trying to extend plays, which he can't do because of how bad the team is, bro, that helps him a lot because you have a guy that's as secure as Tee Higgins is as your receiver.
Don't drop the ball like
that. It's like you want Tee Higgins to play a tight end role, JJ.
It's just because you can get him, especially with the way this Panthers team is. You know they bad, but you can get Tee Higgins going easily in the short intermediate game to start out, just to get Bryce Young going, because that's what Bryce Young is going to be able to. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to attack the short intermediate game very easily with a guy like Tee Higgins, which he wasn't able to do before with any of the weapons that he had on his team. So
yeah, Bryce's strength is definitely his like accuracy, especially, and if he can work that intermediate and short game a lot better by having Tee Higgins extend.
That's where I have Devontae Smith and have Tee Higgins.
That's cool,
but that's not the question.
That's cool, but that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. But that was your question. You told me
facts. So Tee Higgins is
a
one-on-one demon. So you really can't guard him one-on-one. And Bryce Young does have a good enough arm to throw a jump ball to Tee Higgins. It's not that hard. Like, come on,
bro.
And then once he does that,
Higgins is 6'4" to run routes. He got grip. He got really good hands.
Hey Max, who is this nigga they talking about? Who can't be covered one-on-one? I talking about Tee Higgins, Max.
No, he be
getting
busy.
So Tee Higgins my guy, but dang. That's what I said. Man, was describing me like the best receiver in the league.
He's unguardable one-on-one.
No, I didn't say he was unguardable. I didn't say that. That was right there. I didn't say that.
The point. But
I ain't gonna lie. Every time that I see Tee Higgins play as the number one, he got busy. He got busy.
The point is that as a jump ball fiend, he is one of the best in the NFL. So if you have one-on-one man coverage with him or one-on-one with the safety, more than often than not, Tee Higgins is going to win that matchup because of how tall, how high he could jump, and his contested catch ability. Tee Higgins is like that, 100%.
Yeah, he's like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on.
I think Jacksonville's the best fit. I think Jacksonville's the best fit for Tee Higgins.
Tee Higgins isn't even the best jump ball receiver on his team. Like, yeah, better than Jamar Chase when it comes to one-on-one.
Jamar Chase is arguably the best jump ball receiver in football.
In the NFL.
So, like, yeah, I mean, that's fine if you're behind him.
But, like, exactly. I was about to say, you behind one of the best, and then you still one of the best yourself.
If
like,
not,
that is
if not the best. Like,
y'all really have Jamar over Tee Higgins as a jump ball receiver?
What? Duh.
As a jump ball receiver, yeah.
Bro, come on.
Riddell, you joking, right?
Jamar's like a.
I think Jamar is better at contested catches, but Tee Higgins with his height and his vertical, he just gives him the ability to make more jump ball catches.
Let's come back.
Hey, we're talking about skill set.
I think height for jump ball is better.
Listen,
it's helpful.
Donnie, let Riddell finish. Let him finish. Go ahead, Riddell. Finish. What you saying, Riddell?
So I agree with what you guys saying in terms of Jamar Chase in contested catching scenarios. But what I'm looking at when it comes to Tee Higgins is because of his size and because of his vertical, and he's still really good at contested jump. Tee Higgins is more favorable to me in a jump ball scenario than a Jamar Chase.
That's
in terms
crazy.
of contested catching scenario, I would take Jamar Chase 100%.
Let me say this real quick, and then Don, I'll let you go. So I just want to get a conclusion. We think that Jamar Chase is number one when it comes to jump ball, and that Tee Higgins is number two.
No, not number two in the league.
No, not number two. We just think that
we think Jamar is number one.
Yeah, like Jamar's arguably number.
So
like
my
the
question is, did AJ Brown retire or something?
Jamar catches way better than AJ Brown, bro. Stop this shit, bro.
In traffic, jump ball.
Stop this shit, bro. You need to stop this shit.
It's
bro.
not way better. Like,
it's not way better, but it's better.
Brown
it's better though. It's better though.
Yeah, I feel like, hey, Manny, bro, don't drag it, bro, because I'm with you right now. Don't drag it, bro.
But it's better.
Don't drag it, bro.
It's better.
Should I say an absolutely disgusting take?
Go ahead, get it off, Donnie. That's what we here for.
I'm gonna do it. Year 2, Marvin Harrison is gonna be the best jump ball receiver in the league. Yeah, I'll say the take.
But here's the thing, though, Donnie. At year 1, AJ Green was the best jump ball person year 1.
Yeah.
So Marvin can easily be year one the best jump ball.
Yeah, and Marvin is AJ Green if AJ
tired of
Green's
this
sliders
shit, bro.
would boost it up a little bit.
I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That glaze is insane, bro.
I think
Marvin
you know who I think is the
Manny,
best jump ball
Manny, just
merchant,
because-
and I
Manny,
think you
just
guys
because he's the
underrated.
The glaze for that man is
A bad
insane, bro. The
quarterback.
glaze for that man is insane, bro. I
Can I
ain't
say
gonna
this
lie
though?
to you.
I think you
Manny,
guys,
London is
guy-
top five jump
I
Manny,
think
when
it's a
he
guy
gets
in
with
the NFL.
Kyler and goes for 1,400 yards, you'll see the vision.
I think it's a guy in the NFL who has the best jump ball ability, but he just had the quarterback throw the ball. I think
Definitely.
George Pickens is the best jump ball guy.
Yeah, facts.
And if
He's
he
a-
had a quarterback, he would show you that every chance he got.
Because
I
I'm
don't know
not
about
gonna lie,
the best in the
I'm not gonna lie,
I don't know
D-Hop's still
about
in the
best in the
NFL.
NFL, but
D-Hop's
he'll
still in
be
the
top
NFL.
five.
Let's
Nah,
not like
current
D-Hop
D-Hop
But
is
not at
not.
this age, though. Not at 30.
If we talking just pure jump ball,
D-Hop's still in the NFL.
Mike Will, like, bro, come on, bro.
pure
Mike
jump ball,
Will's up
George
there.
Pickens might be top 3.
The problem
Thank
with
you.
Mike Williams
Yeah,
is
he might be top
Thank
3.
Drake
I
London
wish
is
the
top
camera
5, by the
was
way.
saying
Drake
some good
London's
shit,
top
man.
5.
the problem with Mike Williams is he hasn't been healthy, and
Okay, but yeah, but like even with health, when he's healthy, he's still.
D-Hop
know
isn't
what it is.
overrated.
We know
D-Hop
what it
is not
is.
overrated.
But
D-Hop is
Mike
not
Will-
above Mike Will. I'm not gonna
D-Hop
lie.
got the best hands. D-Hop
Mike
got the
Williams
best hands
at this
ever.
point
D-Hop got the
probably
best
never
hands
D-Hop
ever.
still has the most consistent hands in the league. I'll stand by
No,
that.
D-Hop got the best
No,
hands
that's
ever.
not crazy.
D-Hop got the best hands ever.
I'm not mad at it.
In
Should
my
we name our
opinion, he
top
has
5?
the best hands ever.
Should we
The best
name our
hands ever.
top
Yeah,
5
yeah,
jump
yes.
ball
Yeah,
receivers?
I said
in
it.
the
Yeah, he
NFL?
got the best hands
Yeah,
ever.
I think he has better hands than Larry.
Yeah, right there.
This is coming from a Cardinal fan, dude.
I'm willing to do that. Let's do the top 5 jump ball
Alright,
receivers in the league.
We're
I'm
gonna
with
do
that.
our top
Oh,
5
wait.
current.
Hold on. Let's go back to this caption first. We talking about just receivers?
What are you talking
What?
about?
Yeah,
Oh,
jump
Because
ball
I
if
gotta be honest, I've
Oh,
never
if we're
seen
talking
Travis
tight
Kelce
ends,
throw
then
the ball.
Gronk's up
If I
there.
gotta
You
be
think, bro, I'm
I've
gonna be
never
honest.
seen
If
Travis
you
Kelce
think
throw a pass.
if you think Travis Kelce got better hands than D-Hop, you're insane.
No,
You're
Manny.
insane.
He's talking about Manny. He's talking about jump ball ability. Travis, obviously not, but like if we're throwing a Gronk in there, he's got to be top 5.
Oh, Gronk?
Yeah,
Jump
we're saying
ball,
like
Gronk?
not consistency with hands, but like jump ball ability.
Calvin
That's what we're
Johnson.
talking about.
Calvin
Kelsey's
Johnson
obviously
number
not in there.
Calvin
'cause
Johnson number 1. Calvin Johnson,
Kelsey's
Randy
never
Moss.
been
Do we
big
think?
jump
Hold on.
ball.
Do we think D-Hop has better hands than, let's say, Devontae Adams?
Yes.
Yes.
DeAndre Hopkins has the best. Yes,
Yes.
DeAndre Hopkins has
Yeah.
the best hands in NFL history. In
Yes.
history
In
of the
NFL
NFL.
history?
Yes, in NFL history.
You don't know who Chris Carter is, huh?
Chris Carter don't got better hands than D-Hop.
Oh,
Chris Carter does.
God.
I think it's close.
All
I
right,
think it's
next.
close.
Next.
Like,
Okay,
hold on.
look,
Can I-
let's
can I say
do
this?
this.
Can I say this?
Oh my God. I hate,
Can I say
Manny,
this?
I hate when you talk like that, when you know for a fact you know some young nigga Reese bias.
That's not
Chris
recency
Chris
bias.
Chris
I'm being dead at.
We
Can I say
done
this?
with
Can I
the
say this?
Grant,
Hold on.
tell me why Chris Carter got better hands than D-Hop. Since you doing
Because he's the
this.
only receiver. In
No,
NFL
not
history
you,
to
not
catch
you,
122
not you.
passes.
You know what? Never mind. I'll let it slide.
Hold on, no.
I want
That's
him to tell
wrong.
me, not you.
D-Hop, do you not understand D-Hop holds the record for most catches in a year without a drop? He had 112 catches without one drop.
He's easily
Without one drop.
He
Not
got the
one.
biggest hands you ever seen in your life. D-Hop got
What
the
season
best
was
hands
that?
you
Listen,
ever
I'm
seen
fine.
in your
Listen,
life.
I'm fine if you think Chris Carter has better hands, because my take on like who has the best hands of all time, I think you can't go on with any of these 3 answers. You can't go on with D-Hop, you can't go on with Chris Carter, and you can't go on with Larry Fitz. I don't think you
I'm
can
about
go
to
on
say
with
Larry Fitz. He ain't
I
better
don't
than Larry
think-
Fitz.
I don't know. I don't know how to.
I don't think D-Hop has better hands than Anquan Bolden. And if you say
You lost me. You
this
lost
is
me.
Anquan
You
Bolden.
lost me.
This
You
is Anquan
lost me.
Bolden.
You lost me.
This is nigga who had his jaw broken while catching the pass and still got a touchdown. This is that guy.
You lost me. You lost me. You lost me.
Anquan Bolden.
You want to say Larry Fitz because he got more tackles than he got drops? I'm not mad at you. You want to say
So
Larry
y'all
Fitz?
think, hold on, man. Hey, look, we're not going off of numbers, guys. We talking about vision of the game.
Yes, D-Hop. Oh, you want to go
Best
visual? It's D-Hop. If you want to go visual,
It's
if you want to
D-Hop,
go
man.
visual,
I've
it's
never
D-Hop.
seen
If
Anquan
you want to
jump.
go
Oh my
visual,
God.
it's D-Hop. It's not even close.
Bro, do you see D-Hop in his prime drop the ball?
What about
Yo,
Andre?
did you say-
I
What
told
about
you,
Andre
dude,
Johnson?
I told you
Did
in
you?
2018, he did not drop the ball once. He had
I
112
think
catches.
Larry
He
has the
didn't
best
drop it.
hands all time. But I'm telling you right now, D-Hop could be top 5 though. I'll give you that. Top 5.
What about Andre Johnson?
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think D-Hop had better hands than Calvin Johnson.
You're chatting.
Calvin dropped the ball a good amount though.
Calvin
Calvin had a
dropped
better
the
drop.
Calvin had a drop
Jump
coming into the
scenario,
league.
Calvin Johnson
Calvin had a
wins.
drop
Calvin's
coming
a
into
better
the
red
league.
zone guy. Calvin's better in contested situations.
Whoa.
But consistency, he had a bit of a drop.
For what Calvin had to do though,
Calvin
what
had to
Calvin and D-Hop ain't never seen the defense that Calvin had to face. We talking about pure hands. You think D-Hop is better than
What?
Calvin?
Yes. But you see D-Hop Moss like 4 people at one time, bro. You need to stop.
Yeah,
this shit,
have you not seen the
stop
Hail
this shit, bro? Like,
dude, by the way, hold on. I want to say this: the Hail Murray when he had against Buffalo. Do you want to know who those 3 players were that he mossed? Ray White, Micah Hyde, and Jordan Poyer. The 3 best players on that defense.
DB coordinator in the NFL.
The 3 best DBs on the 3 best players on that defense.
Man, he doesn't have better hands for sure. But all right, let's go.
I'm not mad at you. He got more tackles than he got drops. That is insane.
Daniel,
he plays offense.
Look up the Hail Murray, and then you'll
Larry
see.
Fitzgerald has more tackles
It's
than he
ridiculous.
has
Like he gets his
Also, D-Hop arguably has the greatest catch of all time. It didn't count, but remember the catch he had against Miami? Where he
the one where he
caught it with his leg. That's the best catch of all time. That argument.
I would have to see that play.
D-Hop has had some wild catches.
OBJ is probably number 1, but like after that, I would say the
probably.
Miami one.
But again, when we speak of guys, when we speak of hands, we ain't just talking receivers. Do you think D-Hop has better hands than Tony Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yeah.
D-Hop has the best hands of all time, bro. I'm not joking with you, bro.
He does, Manny.
Top 3.
Okay,
I give you top 3. I give you top 3. You want to go top 3? Because I'm not mad.
What Manny's saying right now is not crazy though. I don't care.
Okay,
I don't think it's crazy.
Does everybody agree that D-Hop has better hands than Larry Fitzgerald?
I'm not mad. I'm not.
Larry Fitzgerald's the only one I'm gonna give you because he got more tackles than he got drops, and he played offense. So I'm not mad at you with that. I'm not mad.
Cherry Rice has the best hands of all time.
Okay.
No,
that's like saying Pete Rose is the best hitter of all time. Like that's like cool.
That's like
respect Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Like that's
like saying Barry Bonds is the best hitter of all time.
Yeah,
I mean, but drugs go crazy.
He is the best hitter. He was the best hitter all time before the drugs. So that's a valid point.
Yeah.
Before the drills, he was the best hitter.
And quiet as kept, he played for a short period of time, but Sterling Sharp is up there too when it comes to hands.
Yeah, I don't know what distinguishes like the top people in hands to like
I think it's just because early bring up visual, and if it's visual, I'm sorry, bro. Nobody got to me. Randy Moss, yes, he.
No, Bonds is the goat.
I agree. If it's visual, Odell Beckham hell.
If we're going straight eye test,
Odell was crazy. But I understand how good Cris Carter was.
Odell dropped the
Cris Carter was a great hand.
No. I'm with you.
Top three.
In terms of like catching traffic and catch difficulty, Odell's there. Strictly eye test. Odell's there.
Respect Julio, man.
Odell did have a few drops.
I
ain't gonna lie. Julio's up there too, though.
Who's bottom left?
Fred. That's Fred. You remember
Fred? Can you get a mic on, Fred?
Yeah, mic's on.
I mean, can you get a picture on? Can you get a screen on?
Yeah, I'll see what I can get.
He's not no depressed about it. I'll see what I can do. Just let me know, Fred. All right, look, let's get right now NFL today. I feel like you said, I feel like hands are something that's like, it's subjective. Top 5 route runners in the NFL, top 5 jump ball red zone threats in the NFL.
All right, you want to go? Y'all want to go routes first?
I hate making a list like this. I'm not
gonna go routes.
You want to go routes first? All right. Number one, Devontae Adams. Number 2,
route running, right?
Yeah. Number 1, Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Number 2,
I think Justin Jefferson could be an argument for number 1, number 2.
Yeah, it's cool, but I think Diggs run better routes than Jettas. So
who?
Diggs. I think
Diggs.
Yeah, I think Diggs is better. I think that, you know what? I give you that, man, because Jettas freestyle. He's like Iverson. He kind of freestyle. Like it's almost like he's like juking you.
I think Diggs runs better routes than Jettas.
You said who?
Okay.
I think Diggs runs better routes than Jettas.
Let's just do no order because it's going to take a while.
Yeah, no order.
Yeah, just name 5. Just name 5.
So I like Diggs.
Diggs, Adams.
Jettas. Diggs, Adams, Jettas. Ooh,
Keenan Allen.
No, wait,
Lamar Cooper, number 1.
Cooper is
number 1.
That is like who?
Number what? You think Amari Cooper run better routes than Devontae?
Amari Cooper is the best route runner I ever seen in my life.
He's strictly a route runner, though, Manny. He is strictly a route runner, bro.
In my life is crazy, bro.
In my life.
He don't run better routes than Ocho Cinco.
He's the best route runner.
I don't think all time, y'all. Relax.
That's what Max said all time.
Not all time.
Jamar Chase is not a better route runner than Amari Cooper, bro. Yeah, that's cap. That's cap.
If we talking strictly routes, I ain't gonna lie to you. Calvin Ridley's up there.
I was gonna say Calvin Ridley.
Not current Calvin Ridley. Not
current. Not current.
Even Kirk Calvin Ridley. Even Kirk Calvin Ridley. Whoa, whoa.
Y'all gotta stop.
Y'all be gassing it because of hands. Y'all be gassing it because of hands. We're talking about his. No.
Is Cooper Kupp there?
Yeah, he's top 5. I think he's top 5.
Yes, he's top 5. Or at least he's in my top 5.
But I'll tell you who's gonna be Terry McLaurin is up there too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
Brandon,
guys, there's a lot of things y'all can hate on Jerry Rice about, but Jerry Rice is the greatest route runner of all time. Like I don't think I understand what Jerry Rice did.
You think Jerry Rice is the greatest route runner of all time?
Yeah, I think. Listen,
no,
for what Jerry had to deal with, even Deion will tell you Jerry Rice.
I don't care what Deion tell me.
Jerry ran a 4.7. He was strictly.
Manny, relative to era, he's probably the best of all time.
Relative to era, okay, but I'm going the best route runner of all time, Ocho Cinco.
Also, he's a very smart route runner.
Judging different, but judging like that just isn't
the
fair.
best route runner of all time, Ocho Cinco, and then I'm gonna go AB number 2.
You got to do relative
top 5.
I'm gonna go AB. So I'm gonna go AB number 2. That's for me. Ocho Cinco.
You think Antonio Brown's the second best route runner?
I think the best. Yes, the best. Yes, Antonio Brown to me the second best route runner of all time.
I
to
disagree.
Me, who's number 2? Who you got?
I think Tay is still better than him.
Oh, Tay. Oh, I forgot Tay. You see, Tay's up there for me. Tay's up there for me. Like Tay.
Man,
I think Diggs and Amari Cooper ran better. I think Diggs and Amari Cooper ran better routes than AB too.
You think Diggs was better routes than AB? You lost me, my heart.
I'm not
lying.
But
it's not crazy. It's not crazy. But
let's get some more on the spreadsheet before we get these battles started. I think Radar already talked. Manny, you already talked. JJ, best spreadsheet pickup you've seen so far.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Kirko.
Oh, Radar, you talk Radar? Well, you go last, Radar. You go last.
Kirko.
Yo, what I want to say? Do I want to say Big Kirko chains? You know what I'm saying? ATL Twin Kirko. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, for routes though, Stevie Johnson up there for me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotcha. JJ.
It's not Kirk though. It's not Kirk.
Who you like, JJ?
Will we count like the trade?
Yo. I'm not gonna stay for long, but what are some of y'all on?
What are you gonna tell me?
I ain't saying nothing. I just got you.
What you gonna tell me?
What we talking, Lonnie?
What you gonna tell me? What you gonna tell me?
Hey, Radar, put him in the big screen.
What you gonna tell me, Lonnie?
All right.
No. So the Tee Higgins thing. Whoever said that Tee Higgins is a better jump.
Oh, that was Riddell. That was Riddell.
Jump mark. Yeah. Nah, I'm not like even like Jamar Chase is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big fan. But his body control is like almost one of one. It is literally insane. D-Hop is not better than Cris Carter. I don't care. I don't care if this is like recency bias.
You lost.
Like, did you?
Why?
Cris Carter was? I have D-Hop at 2. I have D-Hop at 2.
Oh, he got D-Hop at 2.
Cris Carter was insane.
He got D-Hop at 2.
Yeah, but there's still like that.
You want to go ahead like that? Who's a better catcher in traffic?
Who has better hands? No, I'm talking about who has the best hands of all time. Not better catcher. Who has the best hands? That is Cris Carter, no question.
DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins got the best head taps you've ever seen in your life. He got the best hands in traffic that you've ever seen in your life. He also got the biggest hands.
You're bringing jump ball mechanics and everything like that into it. I'm talking straight hands. Body control is insane. Straight hands. Like the things that you're like literally shaking with. Those things, yes, those things. Cris Carter has the best of all time.
No, he don't. How he got better hands than Larry Fitz?
What?
What you mean what? Larry Fitz got more tackles than he got drops.
Let me pause. Manny, I'm be honest with you. Stop saying some shit you just heard, bro. I get it. It's a true fact. You heard it. I'm just saying that because you heard it, bro. Because what would you use if you never heard that? If you never knew that stat, what would you use?
What you mean? His hands.
If you never heard, he got more.
He never dropped the ball. He never dropped the ball. He was a great contested catcher. He was great catching traffic. What you mean? He was great at that.
Cris Carter catches that Larry Fitzgerald never even attempt.
Watch this, Lonnie. So in Minnesota in the 90s, right? There was 2 guys. There was Randy Moss. There was Cris Carter. You know who that ball boy was?
No, I don't.
Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald was the ball boy for Cris Carter and Randy Moss. He taught how to jump ball from Larry, and he taught how to catch and route run from Cris Carter. So when you say, see, I'm saying, you young niggas, you be talking crazy, but when a nigga tells you he learned his sauce from another nigga, that you basically saying he better than.
Oh my God, so that's cool. So that's cool. So we taxing niggas for that?
I'm just saying.
No, but it's context. It's like, yo, like that's where he got
I'm taxing somebody because I've seen you do it, and I feel like that's crazy. That's
you can still do it better.
That's
I mean, like,
crazy to me. That's a bad argument. You can't just say that.
Nah, I believe it. All
That's
I'm saying is that,
crazy.
Manny, I get it, and I'm not saying that. Listen, all I'm saying is that when you say that, just know the context behind. Like, even if he was better, right? Just know who he got it from. Like, so I'm just saying, I know, man, let's be real, bro. I know you're not really a big Cris Carter guy. You don't really know Cris Carter film mistake when he's done. No, we talking about Cris Carter. Cris Carter played for more teams in Minnesota. He played for the Eagles.
He played for the Eagles.
Oh yeah, these years they were
I'm saying.
pretty mid. Pretty mid.
But anything else you want to get off, Lonnie, before you go?
Oh yeah, before I head out, I think like y'all are really in terms of route running, y'all really disrespecting Devontae Adams. He didn't have a quarterback. Like, didn't the Raiders quarterback throw like 3 passes?
Oh, I said he's number 1.
I think we had him number 1, Lonnie.
Yeah, we have him.
Devontae's the best
my fault.
runner in my opinion.
No, y'all run it up, get into it. Yeah, the Tee Higgins play is kind of crazy. He's nice, but I don't see what.
Oh, I say he's number 1. I say he's number 1. Bro, they'll say he's unguardable.
I didn't say he's unguardable. I said when in terms of the one-on-one jump ball situation.
Oh yeah, he's nice.
He got it. I'm gonna be honest.
Not over Jamar though.
Lonnie, I do appreciate you dropping by, man. You're willing to stay if you want to stay. If you got to go, you got to go.
No, I gotta get ready for BSS tonight. Everyone pull up. We're gonna have Anime Uproar on there. It's gonna be a legendary episode. We're gonna talk about villains, so like I'm gonna be nasty in my bag. Still no better villain than my exes, but we'll talk about that later.
Pull up the BSS, guys.
All right, see y'all.
Go. Hey,
All right,
so
bro.
JJ, we were on you. Who's your best free agent pickup so far?
Saquon is potentially one of the best signings in this free agency. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering the fact that the Eagles already had an elite offense. You know what I'm saying? I called them personally. I used to call them the Avengers, the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? And just watching them bolster their team again by upgrading once again from Miles Sanders to then DeAndre Swift. People really thought DeAndre Swift wasn't gonna be on some. You feel me? But then upgrading from DeAndre Swift to Saquon Barkley.
But can we say this though? For what DeAndre Swift can't, because I'm be real with you, coming from Detroit, that nigga couldn't read a hole to say his life.
I agree.
What he did, like I thought it would be a complete bust. What he did, let me and also being a Panthers fan.
Who you talking about?
Further know.
DeAndre Swift.
So I think personally, I'm gonna be honest. I give it.
You was a merchant.
I give it a slight text to the Eagles O-line.
His vision,
the most wide open holes in the league.
Film,
you know what I'm
DeAndre Swift vision is
that's why I said I still tax him because he's behind an elite O-line.
What I'm saying though, man, what JJ saying is that for his production of what, like, no, I had DeAndre Swift starting on my fantasy team at one point because he's putting up so much production. But we talking about actual running the ball, catching the backfield, red zone threat. Like the dude was really getting off. So I get what he's saying. If Swift can get off, what will Saquon?
Exactly, that's what I mean. Because look what Miles Sanders did, and he's not doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. The upgrade. Hold on. Let me finish my point. All I'm saying is the constant upgrades, right? DeAndre Swift, right? He was an East and West runner all that last year in Detroit. In Philadelphia, once again, you're behind an elite O-line, right? But you get in Philadelphia and you go and you start running north and south. You running north directly, you know what I'm saying? And then you can still run east and west because you got speed. You are an elite receiving threat. Then you upgrade from that to Saquon Barkley, one of the best backs in the game, right? And you still got that elite O-line. Even though Jason Kelce retired, I wish he really didn't now because, boy, oh boy, I'm not going to lie, that would have been crazy.
I feel like he's going to come out.
That would have been crazy.
Nah, it's done.
You taking the pressure. You taking the pressure.
He has a family and kids. Let him retire.
You taking the pressure.
To JJ's, for him to agree with him, this is the first year Devontae Smith, like, he's never touched 700 yards, Swift. Went to the Eagles, almost 1,100 yards rushing. So, like, that's a big difference, man. I want to get Max, did you give me your free agent pickup?
Nah.
Give it to me, Max. Pause.
Mine gonna be a re-signing. It's gonna be us re-signing top 3 defensive player in the game, re-signing back to the Chiefs. That's my biggest. Yeah.
Shout
Him re-signing back to the Chiefs and the Saquon Barkley is JJ just spoke about it.
Okay, cool. Talk to me.
What's your name, buddy?
We don't know who you talking about, Fred.
He's talking about the other chick, the other kid with the hoodie.
With the hoodie, I can't think of his name.
Me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna disinclude my Eagles because I'd be biased as fuck. But I'd say a very underratingly big pickup that I kind of like, Xavier McKinney to the Packers. With how versatile he is with playing free safety, strong, plus he can play good at a nickel and sometimes slot. The level of versatility he uses can help very much out with that Packers secondary. And with how young they are, he can help them out with the mature process and development.
Okay, I like it. Grant, talk to me.
So I was gonna say, JJ. By the way, what's up, everybody? What's up, JJ? Long time no see. It's good to see y'all. But the thing the one that I really liked was honestly Russell Wilson go to Pittsburgh, because I'm finally glad that Russ is out of the Denver system after what happened with him, and we all know with the whole Sean Payton saga how he basically got screwed over. And now he's on a Pittsburgh team, and it's a 1-year deal. So
for nothing.
I agree, but I feel like at the end of the day,
we got mad money
with the weapons that the Pittsburgh has. I feel like it gives him a shot to like sort of prove that he could do better on the Pittsburgh Steelers, like with Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Calvin Austin III, all those guys. I think it's a good setup for Russ. My only big concern with it, again, is Arthur Smith as the OC. That's the one worry I have, because if we've known anything as him as a head coach, it doesn't work well. But I'm waiting to see. I'm going to let it play out, because I'm more happy for Russell Wilson that he's probably going to be in a system where he can be utilized properly. But then again, that's just the move I'm happy for, because when I saw that news, I was super excited for it, because I felt like that was the best place he could go with what Pittsburgh had and needed for him, and that's what Russ can use to the best of his ability. So I think it helps them. Now, I feel like at the end of the day, with I don't know what's going to happen, especially with the offensive play calling. But for now, I'm kind of just happy that he's out of the Denver system, because I feel like that was what he needed the most. But you're muted. You're muted.
Nope. All right.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to actually stay here. Let's ask you this. So with what Russ did, because I'm real with you, he really did get off last year with your boy Sutton, right? I think Patrick, what's his name? George Pickens is a way better version of him, faster. I think he's better jump ball, better hands, better route runner to me. Do you think that Russ can finally give Pickens that top 7 to top 10 receiver credit that he will finally deserve? I really think he's a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
You think he's a top 10 receiver in the NFL?
I think his physical ability. His physical ability.
I actually was thinking about that, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If they don't completely bottle up the passing system that Pittsburgh can use, then yes.
They can't, because Pickens.
They can, but I'm trying. It's I don't think he's a top 10 receiver yet. But I like George Pickens as a receiver in itself, just because of from the film I've seen. He's talented. I think with Russ there, I think it gives him a chance to enter that conversation. But for me, it's 50-50, because I could say the same thing for a bunch of receivers right now on Pittsburgh. But
did Patrick McQueen go to the Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. When I saw that, I was like, "Yep." Lamar.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Joey Porter Jr., TJ Watt, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Patrick Queen, Highsmith.
Apparently, also Justin Simmons wants to join the Steelers and play next to Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh my!
Rumor as well.
No,
get the job
Are you
done
fucking
over
serious?
there.
Oh, wait, sorry for cussing. Sorry, are you serious?
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm just check Twitter. This is true.
Yeah, Justin Simmons wants to be on a Steeler. So
no,
hey, the Steelers will have everything they need.
Just not be better than the Ravens is crazy.
Crazy, right?
Hey, look,
I would have said that.
Hey, look, I like
they're not gonna be better than the Bengals or the Browns. They're still gonna be
like the whole.
Crazy.
What's your man name? I like the whole. What's your man name? Play for the Titans. I can't think of his name right now. Went to the Ravens. Why am I drawing a blank?
Derrick Henry.
I love the whole Derrick Henry pickup.
Oh, I love it too.
What's that? I was like,
Pittsburgh
holy
defense,
shit.
and now you got Russ, who can. No, Pittsburgh kept that team in the game. You can literally see Pittsburgh fizzle out, because what happened was they'll go 2 or 3 and outs, and that offense couldn't get past the 50. And at some point in time, you can say that Pittsburgh defense is way down, being on the field so much and going out.
They're gonna be
Russ can keep
tired
you on the field.
once it's
He
the
can
third
keep your
quarter.
defense healthy. And he's a seasoned vet, and I do trust when the playoffs come and we get deeper into the season. Oh my God! And
But the thing
again, I think he got the weapons. You have the running game. You got a solid tight end. You got a solid wide receiver core. Oh my God! Pittsburgh
No,
might
but
be
this is
number
the thing,
one.
though. But this is
Yeah,
the thing.
let's go.
This is the thing, though. This is
Oh man, before you go, man, because we want to get these out of the way. Talk to me, Donnie. Did you give me your fridge pickup?
Yeah, I said
he
David
McKinney.
McKinney, but
All right, cool.
I have another one if you want.
Now we gotta go with my man Riddell. Big dog Riddell. Go ahead, Riddell. Who you got?
Yeah. Honorable mention. The guard pickups for the Rams helped that offensive line. That offensive line wasn't good, but now it's even
That's what
better.
it was. Mhm.
Another honorable mention: Christian Wilkins to the Raiders to help shore up that
With
defensive
Crosby.
line with
They gave him a
Crosby?
bag.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what was it, like 100
Hey,
mil for 4
They
years?
want to play defense. They want to get gritty, so I respect it. But the answer, JJ, the answer is Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. All right, listen.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Listen up right now.
Talk to me.
Chains.
Listen up right now.
ISO. Hey, Riddell. Get
Yeah,
yourself
Riddell,
the big
please.
screen.
Last
Big
year.
Kirk
Get yourself the big
Chains,
screen,
man.
Riddell.
All right.
Uh,
Kirk Cousins going to the Falcons is the best free agency move. I don't care about the money. I don't care about any of that. I'm talking
The money's
about
not even bad.
strictly
It's not
football. I'm talking about play on the field. And if Kirk is healthy, oh my goodness, the Falcons are about to do something great this season. Yes, Derrick Henry went to the Ravens. They're just going to lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship. Yes, Saquon went to the Eagles. He's just going to lose to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So let's talk about a team that's actually going to improve tremendously. That is the Atlanta Falcons. Come on. What was the problem with the Atlanta Falcons all last year? Desmond Ridder sucks. He was the worst quarterback in the NFL. But now you get rid of not only Desmond Ridder,
That works
you
exactly.
get rid of Arthur Smith,
Nah, he's
who
worse
was
than
an
Zach.
absolute terrorist,
Oh,
who's
my.
giving screens to Jonnu Smith. Come on. We
a
saw what Kirk did with Stephon
Yo.
Diggs. We saw what Kirk did with Adam Thielen. We saw what Kirk did with Jettis. Now look what he's about to do with Drake London
And Darnell Mooney.
and Darnell Mooney.
They overpaid the
And
hell out
Kyler
of
Pitts.
them.
yeah, they gave that man a contract.
Yeah, we're
You
going
said
with
Pitts,
Drake.
and you
overpaid
got
him.
39 mil for 3 years is not crazy.
Alexander, and you got DeJohn. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yo.
that
No, my
defense
thing
too.
is with it, Riddell. I'm not mad
And he
about
got
the
his grill,
contract.
so he already ready for
Yeah,
Atlanta.
so-
Hey, man. You know what? I want to help. I want to double down with Riddell, man. Bro, the contract ain't even bad. Think about it. $100 million guaranteed,
He
right?
gets 90 mil
Right.
in 2024, 25 plus another
In
10 in
2
26.
years. In 2 years, he already gets the majority of the guaranteed money, right? So let's say that man some booty crust cheeks, all that stuff, right? And we got to
They
write
can
out
get
for
rid
like
of him
2 years.
easily.
We get off of him after 2 years, all right? But that ain't happening because Big Kirk Cousins, man, you know what I'm saying? He in the A now. He in the A. So you can't play with him, bro. It's over with.
Would it be smart? Let me ask something, JJ, because you know Atlanta fan. Would it be smart? You got Kirko. Would it be smart to go on the draft and get a guy like a Rattler, like a JJ McCarthy, just to have some? Because Kirk is 35 years old.
Yeah.
Just to have
Kirk is
somebody
gonna-
there that
36
Kirk
coming off
can
an
do.
Achilles, bro. He coming off an
Yeah,
Achilles.
that
what
was
I'm
my
saying.
only thing with it. Like, I'm not mad. Like, look, thinking back
Because your
on it,
team
I'm
is-
not mad
your
about
team
the
has been
contract.
for a long time.
My problem is my thing is we got to understand Kirk is 35. He's going to be 36 in August, and he just had the Achilles injury. My biggest issue with that is if you're paying this man $180 million, like, and don't get me wrong, I think putting Kirk on this team is perfect because of the weapons y'all have. Like putting him with Bijan, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts, Van Jefferson, perfect. I think that's the perfect setup for him. My biggest worry is if I don't know. I just was thinking of names because on top of my head. But my thing is, if he gets hurt again, that's my biggest concern because not a lot of people at that age, the fact that he's been able to recover is impressive. My biggest fear was this is they put a huge investment into him. And I'm not trying to say that the money is a bad thing because you can pay him whatever you want. It's the Falcons. My problem is if he gets hurt again, y'all are in deep trouble because now y'all have to figure out a way. I would have rather, honestly, I would not have given him 180 mil, but at the end of the day, it happened. So
you got to think about the 80 mil. The 80 mil is purely incentives if he reaches them.
Yeah,
Let's be clear. The contract in it. I get what you're saying. The big thing people are saying is injury and age. But in terms of play, he 100% earned it. It's like $45 million a year. That's more than Daniel Jones, at least. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh, don't get me
100%
started
better
with
than
Daniel Jones.
Oh,
And a lot of that money, a lot of that money,
playing MVP type level football.
facts.
Dude.
A lot of that money is in the front end. So when you got to pay your like rookie contract players, you can later on. So it's not that bad. Like when you really break it down,
bro. And when
if
you
Kirk
look
actually performs, this is a huge home run. Huge.
And if you think about this, right? I do agree with that. He's coming off an Achilles tear. That was one of my biggest things when I heard that he got signed to a 4-year deal, and then I heard 180 mil before they told me anything. I was like, you can ask Manny. He was in BC. I was over here tweaking out, looking a little bit. You feel me? Max was there too. But then when we learned that the contract was front loaded, right? So you know that he's getting paid in the first 2 years. So after that first 2 years, it's really what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna be able to get this? How are we gonna be able to maneuver after those 2 years? What depends on what
I
happens,
agree.
right?
That's what I feel
really
like
depends.
this is.
The Achilles injury, at the end of the day, it's still a very, very bad injury. So don't think I'm trying to downplay it. But for a quarterback, it can affect your mechanics, but we don't know what's going to happen yet. And so with him, he was never the greatest arm talent in the first place. But I think what his game is, I think he can still get it done in the short and intermediate game. We have the guys to do that. And I think Kirk can get that done too. Now, what Brandon Katz saying in the comments, I do agree with a little bit. The only thing is we have a top 3 O-line in the game to me. But that's because we had guys that could, kind of, move around in the backfield. So now I think if we get a guy, if we just get a solid pass protector, I think it will be enough for us to have Kirk still be viable in Atlanta.
This is my only downside to that Kirk Cousins pick up. Here's my thing. Kirk Cousins is 35, 36 years old, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that Falcons team needs a young. Honestly, I agree with Manny said it before. I think if Jaden McDaniels had went there, that would have been the perfect situation. Why? Because look at this team. Tyler Algier, Deshaun Robinson, Dijon Robinson. We're looking at Drake London, Matt Hollins. These are young Drake Kyler Pitts. These are young 25 or under puppies, right? Now, I do understand getting Kirk as a seasoned quarterback, a guy who kind of calm the surfaces. But last time I seen something like that with a young team who went and got an older guy was a Tom Brady. But Tom Brady was able to – he was so good he was able to win now with Tampa Bay. Can Kirk Cousins – is he just the guy who's going to be there for 2 or 3 years and help you guys be a better team but not go deep in the playoffs, not win a Super Bowl, not win a division? Or is he a guy that you think can actually push you over the edge and make y'all maybe a young gunning team? Kind of similar to what Detroit did last year with the Lions did last year, looking like, okay, you know what? You get Detroit another year or two, man. These guys can probably compete for a Super Bowl. That's my thing about Kirk. I would rather go young, have a young quarterback with the nucleus they have, they can grow together. So we're looking at 3 to 5 years, they might be Super Bowl appearances. I like Kirk, but I just think Kirk has never been good enough to me to push you over the edge and make you that. Like, if they picked up like a Aaron Rodgers with that team, who can probably win now, even with his arm talent, oh man, that's dangerous. But Kirk has always been I play good enough to keep getting contracts, but again, I'm not great enough to get it done when it matters the most. And that's my biggest thing.
My only rebuttal to that is that he's in the NFC. So the NFC
he's always been in the
wide
NFC,
open right now. And if we're talking about quarterback play for these contending teams, who do we have? Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith. I'm sorry, Brock Purdy,
Jalen.
Like
Jalen.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pull the Jalen Hurts tag, but Dak Prescott. So a lot of these teams.
I know what you're about to say, Dak Prescott before Jalen.
If you're gonna say Dak Prescott, you might as well say Jalen Hurts, my guy.
I ain't saying Dak Prescott.
I'm giving Jalen Hurts one more year to prove he's an MVP.
But can we be honest though, Riddell? Do you think that they're good enough to beat the 49ers right now?
No.
Atlanta?
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think they're good enough to beat San Francisco.
Detroit.
Absolutely not even close. What the hell? No.
Detroit.
What? No.
Another year under his
belt. Detroit, no.
We're not.
Are you serious?
I think they can beat Detroit.
Detroit lost the game. The Niners did not win it. Detroit lost that game.
Whoa. I mean, didn't Detroit just like upgrade their corners, or did they get a new corner?
I said Detroit lost them.
They just
lost. That's what I was.
They just lost CJ. Grant.
Atlanta's not beating Detroit. No.
They just lost CJ, and Cam Sutton is their best corner, bro. I'm not hearing that, bro.
I
Their defense is
Don't care.
terrible.
They
Their
made
D-line's
the-
good. Their D-line's good, but besides their defense is not good. Atlanta's defense is way
entire
better.
offense-
And
their
Atlanta's
entire
offense is going to be on par with theirs next year.
1 second, hold up.
They really
Riddell,
won't, though.
hold
They
up,
really
guys.
won't.
Riddell, give me
Because
the
Ben
one.
Johnson is the best
And
coordinator in
Donnie,
football,
one-on-one.
so it won't.
Give me the one-on-one.
I don't
Speaking
care.
of-
I'm
speaking
not
of-
trying to
Speaking
Speaking of
Robinson,
49ers,
shut up.
speaking of
Hold on.
49ers, they just got Jordan Elliott from the Browns on a 2-year deal.
All right, so Donnie,
JJ.
you are nay Detroit beating Atlanta, right?
Detroit would beat them by 10. What are we talking
Cool.
about?
Let me get Manny down there, Riddell, and
It's
let
not
me get a little
JJ.
Detroit's beating them
All
by
right,
10.
so hold up, wait a minute. So why do you believe that Atlanta is built to beat Detroit with Kirk? We talking about the rosters as they are, right constructed. You got Atlanta beating Detroit in the playoffs right now, right, man?
In the playoffs?
Yeah. That's what they're gonna play. That's important.
I do.
Why?
I think Atlanta will beat them.
Go ahead. And I'm just going to say one thing that
Yeah,
I'm
why?
kinda-
Go ahead. Why?
What? Because you're going to say what? Because Kirk.
No.
Oh, no, it has
You're going to say
nothing to
Kirk
do with
record in the
Kirk.
playoffs?
Nothing to do with Kirk. Nothing to do
But
with
let's go by teams, though. Let's
Donnie.
Manny,
And don't say Ben
Pause,
Johnson.
Manny.
Go by
Why
teams.
are they gonna beat them? Give it to me. Pause.
Oh, because I think their defense is better. I think if you look at Atlanta's defense is better. I think they match up way better. You look at the D-line, I'm giving to Detroit. When you go in DBs, you go in linebackers, I'm going Atlanta. I think Atlanta matches up very, very well with the receivers that Detroit got. I'm sorry. I think they match up very well. With Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell, I think they match up very, very well. And what are they going to do in this draft? They're going to go get an edge. That's what they need. They're going to get a Dallas.
Get an edge. We're going to get a safety too in this draft.
Get Jared Verse if you can get him,
They're
bro.
gonna go
That
get an
dude's a
edge. They're gonna go
stud.
get an edge. Dallas Turner and first. And now let's go to the offensive side of the ball. You got Kyle Pitts. You got Drake London, and you got Bijan Robinson. And you got Kirk Cousins. But look, you look at Kirk Cousins in the regular season. You know, he's great. He can make any pass on the field. He make any pass, any completion on the field. You know what I'm saying? I think Atlanta's gonna cook.
Now let me throw a monkey around. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the guy that throw obstacles. So what do you say about this running? Because Detroit has one of the best running games in the NFL. And the Falcons ain't the greatest team against the run.
Oh, they
so
cannot.
What do you say
with the leg.
if they go ground and pound? We talk about ground and pound, Gibbs and Montgomery, and we're gonna just gut it out.
Okay, but let's go. Who is gonna stop the pass for Detroit against Atlanta? So I could go band for band.
They can't throw downfield with.
You
CJ
said Carlton did, bro. Let's be for real, bro. Detroit couldn't stop no
trust
pass.
the Lions corners more than the Falcons D line against that O line. We're talking about the best offensive line in football.
You talking about Cam
You tell me
Sutton?
Zach Harrison
Man, I'm cook.
Manny, you tell me that Zach Harrison and Arnold Epichetty are going to stop Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker. You're going to tell me those guys are.
No.
You're going to tell me that old ass Grady Jarrett is going to stop Frank Crowder. You're telling me that the Falcons, who have a bottom 3 defensive line in football, are going to stop the best offensive line in football. You are out your damn mind.
The worst team. You're going to tell me a top bottom 5 team against the pass?
All over their face.
Bottom 5 against the pass. Detroit's bottom 5 against the pass.
They are running the ball,
but they're
their
bottom
face.
5 against the
They're
pass.
going to play action to Sam LaPorta, and there's nothing they can do. You can't stop the run. You're not going to win football games. I know this. I'm a Cardinal fan. We have the worst run defense in the league. We got ran over on. Atlanta's going to get ran over by Detroit's game.
It's not guarding Drake London. Which linebacker is going to guard Kyle Pitts?
Manny.
What DB is going to guard Kyle Pitts?
See, but Manny, you doing hold on, Donnie. Manny, you're doing what you're doing, Manny, is you're doing mad.
No, but Atlanta's defense.
We're talking about Atlanta's offensive coordinator, their play calling. Do you trust their play calling?
Yes, versus that defense.
You just name it.
You don't trust Zach Robinson now?
Yes.
You do not trust Zach Robinson.
We don't trust Zach Robinson. What he did with Baker Mayfield and all the boys. Are we bugging? Are we bugging? He didn't make Baker Mayfield and all these dudes good. Are we bugging? So
who do you think Drake London is with Zach Robinson and Kirk Cousins?
I think he's going to be very good. He's going to be the.
I think Kyle Pitts is going to be the 1,000 yards.
I really think the one that's going to be. Donnie can agree with me. I think the one that's going to really benefit all this is Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I'm a Kyle Pitts
That's
fan.
the one that
I'm a Kyle Pitts fan, but unfortunately, he ain't Sam LaPorta.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
he ain't Sam LaPorta. He better. Right?
Sam LaPorta.
He's better. Bro,
You think Kyle Pitts right now is better than Sam LaPorta?
Stop it.
I bet top dollar he better than Sam LaPorta.
His skill set.
You think no, Manny, I'm not talking to you. You think
I bet you top dollar he better than Sam LaPorta.
You think right now
I'll put money on it that he better than Sam LaPorta. I don't care that Sam LaPorta.
Let me throw some monkey wrenches in there.
Are you smoking?
I don't do 20th against the run.
I don't do drugs.
The guy who just had the best rookie tight end season ever, right?
Let me ask a couple questions. Who has better hands?
Pitts. I'll say Pitts for that. For sure, Pitts.
Better route runner.
LaPorta.
What?
He's a liar.
Can I tell you what? Can I tell you why, LaPorta? How about you let me explain? Can I tell you why?
How
LaPorta?
about Pitts having Pittsburgh quarterback play for the last 2 seasons?
How about you let me explain why, LaPorta?
Go ahead. Let me explain, JJ. Go ahead.
Sam LaPorta, the reason, lining up as an outside receiver because that's what Kyle Pitts does. Sam LaPorta does a little bit of that too. Who do you trust? In man coverage, creating separation. Obviously, Kyle Pitts. However, the reason why I'm taking Sam LaPorta as an overall route runner is because of the versatility that he can play outside. He can play in the slot. And unlike Kyle Pitts, he can play in line as a tight end. Kyle Pitts can't do that, bro. Kyle Pitts can't do that. He ain't lining up in line and creating separation. He's not doing that. This ain't Kyle Pitts in college. This is Kyle Pitts in the pros. Sam LaPorta had one of the best rookie tight end seasons we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Sam LaPorta is better after the catch. He's not as good of an athlete, obviously, but it's not like Sam LaPorta is some scrub athlete. Sam LaPorta is an amazing athlete.
That's fair.
So let me, Donnie, hold on, Donnie. Let me ask you, JJ. I'm talking about
go ahead.
game too. Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
when it comes to Kyle Pitts, right? We know how great he is athleticism wise, like the prototypical type of tight end that he is, right? But over the last couple seasons, bad quarterback play. You're right. I understand. Kyle Pitts has been almost a no-show when it comes to that receiving core, right? Now, if he was so great, because I can name a couple guys who came to a bad situation but still got off in their rookie years, still got off in their second years. Is there a reason why Kyle Pitts hasn't been able to be, featured in the offense as much, other than just bad quarterback play? I feel like
okay. I can break it down. I can break it down for the last 2 seasons. I can break it down for the last 2 seasons personally, because folks, one, he's talking about he had arguably the greatest rookie tight. He's talking about Sam LaPorta had arguably the greatest rookie tight end season ever. But even if you want to go by that standard, we still acting like Kyle Pitts sitting here wasn't a 1,000-yard receiver as the number one option in that Falcons offense when we had Matt Ryan, a guy that can actually throw him the ball. Right after that, the next season prior to that, we go and get Marcus Mariota, right? And personally, I'm gonna be honest. For that 3-year stretch with Arthur Smith as our head coach, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all boys 100. I was delusional, trying to give this man every out as to why he could create opportunities for these guys, right? Realistically speaking, at the end of the day, Arthur Smith never put his guys in the best position to win after that, especially after Matt Ryan. He put Kyle Pitts in a lot of the worst positions, and it showed due to the fact of how he played with Marcus Mariota in those situations. Tried to turn him into a blocking tight end, which to me showed like that. Okay, Kyle Pitts got better as a blocker, but at the end of the day, it's still not good enough when you got him as a versatile weapon. The way you could use him, you could use him as a receiver, just like Donnie said, which he's way better than Sam LaPorta that as on the outside and in the slot. And that's yes, he is way better. He is way better. He is way better because at the end of the day, he's clearly a better route runner than Sam LaPorta. So he can get in and out his breaks. He has better hands to me than Sam LaPorta. So you don't got to do that anymore. And at the end of the day, he's a way more of a physical specimen, right? So when I'm throwing the ball, when I'm getting the ball to Kyle Pitts, if you got a guy that can get him the ball, then he's gonna show out. He's gonna be able to give you the production. When you got Marcus Mariota throwing him ducks and then getting him injured and getting him to tear his ACL because he can't get him the ball, then you're wilding. You're wilding, bro. I don't care. You're wilding. No, I'm not done. I'm not even done, gang. I'm not even done. So let's keep it going. After he got his ACL tear, right? And he was still he was like 400 or like 500 that season before he tore his ACL. The next season he comes back off of that, and people, you could clearly tell that his injury is still there, but he didn't say that, and people don't want to acknowledge that until the end of the season. Oh, he was really injured. He did that. It's wild, right? So, anyways, Kyle Pitts has an injury, and he's over here dealing with a lingering injury, and he's still cooking y'all favorite. He's still cooking y'all favorite guys. But guess who can't get him the ball? Desmond freaking Ridder. He can't get him the ball. He can't. Arthur Smith not putting him in the best positions at all. So what are we gonna do? How you gonna be able to call Kyle Pitts? How you gonna be able to show Kyle Pitts' versatility and his ability, and you're not even putting him in the best positions as possible as a tight end, especially with his skill set? Please answer me that.
Can I say this stuff before you say, Donnie?
This is what I'll say. I agree with what you say. I agreed with almost everything that you said. I'm a Kyle Pitts defender. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Kyle Pitts hater. I have Kyle Pitts as a top 5 tight end. But we are talking about a guy in Sam LaPorta who came into this offense in year one. Yes, Jared Goff is a good quarterback. And yes, having Ben Johnson helps. In my opinion, the best offensive coordinator, maybe the best coordinator period in football. No doubt about it. But like I said earlier, the versatility of Bowers is very impactful. His blocking, while it was terrible in college, I don't know what the hell happened. In the NFL, it really took a jump. His mechanics got better, his footwork got better, and his hand placement got better. He still has that little bit of a drop issue that he had in college because, a lot of people blame that drop issue on Iowa's quarterbacks because they're all absolutely terrible. But he himself also has some drops. Like I said earlier, LaPorta's versatility to play in line is why I think he's a better route runner, because he can expand the route tree more and get open more over the middle. That's what the Lions did with him, and that's why he's so good at getting. That's why he's so good at moving in open space with the ball. Iowa did that with him. That's why he was a second-round pick, damn near a first-round pick. He went like 34th overall. That is why I'm taking. And listen, undoubtedly, Kyle Pitts has the highest ceiling of any tight end in the league. Maybe you have an argument for Brock Bowers, but that's not the point. Out of every tight end in the league, out of all the young ones, he has the highest potential out of all of them. I agree with you on that, but he has not hit it yet. Have things not gone his way? Absolutely. Desmond Ridder wasn't good. However, I can also say guys like David Njoku and Trey McBride were thriving with terrible Deshaun Watson and Josh Dobbs. And yeah, maybe they have better play callers, but then again, I can say, Drew Petzing of Arizona was a rookie play caller. He's not anything that special. I've seen other guys thrive, and I'm not saying that they're in worse situation than Kyle Pitts, because they're not. Pitts had everything stacked against him, and I love Kyle Pitts, but until I can see that jump, and from what I saw with Sam LaPorta, who was the second best tight end in the NFC behind George Kittle, I'm taking Sam LaPorta.
So, and Kyle Pitts is easily his best season, right? When he went for 1,000 with a guy that can actually get him the football. You know what I'm saying? In a situation technically where the football shouldn't even been able to begin to him because, Matt Ryan, he can't move. He's a statue at the end of the day at that point in his career. Whether or not he was able to elevate the receivers around him, yes, he was still a statue. So he was still taking a lot of hits. He was still not being able to do a lot of certain things. Kyle Pitts still was able to get 1,000 yards, right? The stuff that you talked about, him going over the middle, that was not even an issue for him because and multiple plays. I can think back to the Jacksonville Jaguars game where Kyle Pitts, a majority of his plays, all his chunk plays were coming right across the middle, him getting the ball right in stride and taking it. He was taking that jump. Or straight, he was almost to the crib. That's the worst thing that you could really bring up about Kyle Pitts right now is the fact that in the red zone, he hasn't been able to find success in the red zone as if he was like it's a situation like it is in Atlanta for a lot of their best players in those situations. So
other than Roddy White, go ahead.
Other than Roddy White, yes, you are right. Other than Roddy White, so realistically, you can. I believe personally that there has to be some type of tax being given when you witness what he went from in his rookie season to then what he went to in the second season to then what he was dealing with in his third season. I think there has to be a tax applied, and that's why I still think he's better than Sam LaPorta. And
there is a tax applied. That's why the average casual thinks Kyle Pitts is top 10, and I think he's top 5. However, you have to also realize Sam LaPorta as a rookie going into that offense, and you talk about Matt Ryan not being able to elevate receivers. Absolutely. He was on the down.
I say he was able to elevate. That's what I said. He was able to elevate.
Either way, what you said about him, not being able to get outside the pocket, not being able to create, I agree. Obviously, Matt Ryan was older at that point. Jared Goff is one of the worst improvisers, if not one of the worst out-of-structure quarterbacks in football.
Still was better than Matt Ryan even at this point. Still better than Matt Ryan even at this point.
Why do you think LA moved off of him without hesitation?
I don't care what LA did because Jared Goff is able to improve himself as a quarterback in general, and I witnessed that over the multiple years.
So guys, drop him out of there. Drop him out of there. We got enough of this black and white. Go back. Okay, so my biggest thing is this. I think Sam LaPorta is definitely a stud. My biggest thing with Kyle Pitts is that I do fear that with Kirk Cousins coming there, Kirk Cousins is. I mean, Kirk Cousins is a guy whoever is productive on the team, he's going to overfeed them. That's one thing he will do. He will make sure you get your touches and your catches and your targets. My biggest thing with Kyle Pitts is that he shows me the tendency to be lazy sometimes when he's not getting the ball.
Especially considering who he had as quarterbacks in last year.
And then I feel like that tackle you say that where like Desmond could get the ball. I was always taught in football that for a bad quarterback, your safety blanket is a tight end. So most of the time when you see a bad quarterback, the tight end always eats the most just because of the simple fact that it's straight lines in the middle of the field. It's the easy target to get it to. So the fact that he couldn't get on with Desmond Riddler just kind of showed me more of the play calling not going to.
They had him blocking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then you got to factor in the fact that because I would agree with you if it wasn't for the play calling that we just witnessed. Yes, the running scheme was good, in my opinion, still even now. But even when you run the play action or something like that, the play action is not even looking towards Kyle Pitts. Realistically,
yeah, they would use Kyle Pitts as a decoy a lot.
And the logic, like I said, I was being delusional because the logic there to me that makes sense. But then I'm like, I think about it, I'm like, hold up. At the end of the day, bro, I'm also tired football. If you can't get it done, just get to your playmakers at the end of the day. That's what you got to do. And so
as of right now, Riddell, who would you go with between them two arguments? Who would you go with right now between them two arguments?
Oh, I thought it was a really good debate between those two, between Sam LaPorta and Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna go. It's so close for both of you. I guess I'm gonna go for now. The first name that comes to my head is JJ. I really like. I obviously they went for band to band for when it came to talent, and the talent thing definitely seemed like it swayed JJ's way. And then he went into the situations. Donnie did bring up the interesting point about like Sam LaPorta being able to kind of play in line and how that can expand the offense. So it's just more of amount versus quality. I thought y'all both did very well, but I'm gonna go JJ.
What about you, Manny? Don't be biased, neither, nigga.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. No, I like how Donnie brought up that. Even though you brought up that Matt Ryan's a statue, Jared Goff is a statue too. I ain't gonna lie. So I like how he counted that. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna lie. I like how Donnie brought up Sam LaPorta and how he brought up. It's not that I do think Kyle Pitts is a better route runner, but I think JJ could have explained it better. I like how Donnie said that how he lines up inside. That Kyle Pitts really doesn't do that. You know, they really don't have him do that.
So who you going with?
Donnie.
What's up? Talk to me, Dad.
Yo, whose mic is that?
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
I just came in, so I didn't hear the full argument. I had like the last 5 minutes, so I don't want to counter. I don't think my vote should count, honestly. I didn't hear the full argument.
Who mic is that?
Is that you, Dev?
Is it me? I hear it too.
My mic's muted.
It's not Dev.
It's not me.
Hold up.
It was Grant.
Grant, that's you. Yeah, that's you, Grant.
Yeah, I think it's you. Yeah.
All right, Grant, who you got? That dumbass mic.
Haha. But I think it's close. But I think they both have very great points. But when I think about it, I feel like I'll just say JJ.
Okay.
Because I think he did a good job.
Hoodie, what's your name again?
Let me fix this mic.
Hoodie, what's your name again? Fred, talk to me, Fred. Who you got?
I think I got JJ in this one, but it was very close for me because both were very, very compelling arguments. I was getting forwarded either way, but I go with JJ.
JJ, throw me your Cash App in the chat. We'll get that money, get the money to you for that $10 Tuesday battle off. I like that, which I had right there. Yeah, I didn't know it was coming. I just want to see how I go at it and see who was going to win. So throw me that in the chat, JJ, and then we'll get that to you.
You want to read out the super chat?
Yeah. Well, you can read them out, Riddell.
All right, got you. AJ with the $10 super chat. He said, "We shut down Atlanta this year. To say Detroit can't cover them is there weird. Okay, there was
they didn't have Kirky.
Wait. Let him
cover there is just dumb. We did it with a practice squad secondary, damn near.
Again, they had that really there, so that doesn't count. Any more super chats?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right. You didn't give us your Dab. You just getting in here. Let me hear your best free agent pickup so far.
Best free agent pickups right now. Saquon to the Eagles. I really like that one. Then I'll have to go with Christian Wilkins to the Raiders. I think that makes their D-line now, and especially in the division with Mahomes, you have the second best pass rusher or third best pass rusher, Max Crosby, or everything it is, and top 5 defensive tackle.
I'm sorry. Time out. Come back. Second and third best to who?
Edge rusher, Max Crosby.
Who's the best?
Number 1. Myles Garrett.
Do you think? Let me ask you something, Deb. You think Myles Garrett is just the best because he's big?
No,
because if I'm looking at the film, I'm looking at productivity. I'm looking at run stoppage. I'm looking at motor. There's not a better motor in the NFL than Max Crosby. Honestly.
Okay, Max Crosby got a better motor. That's cool. But you're gonna tell me somebody that plays more double team than Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
Even triple team sometimes.
Come on, bro. Like, let's be for real. He still getting.
Yeah, I'm taking.
So,
I think
guys. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Name me another nigga on that Raiders line. Because I
Zadarius
don't know if you watch film,
Zadarius
but Max
Smith.
Crosby
Zadarius
double
Smith.
team too.
Zadarius Smith. Oh, you said on the Raiders? Oh, I think so.
Yeah, on the
Browns. I
Raiders.
think you said on the Browns.
What's that rookie? Tyree Wilson? Is that his name?
Like, y'all acting like Max Crosby don't get double team is crazy to me. Not to mention, Myles Garrett is a physical. Myles Garrett is a nigga.
I think he's a better run
stopper.
stopper. I think Myles Garrett's a better run stopper.
Max Crosby don't like the guy who would give you 15
Myles
sacks a season.
I mean, Myles Garrett's a better run stopper. He gets better. Sometimes he gets to the quarterback better. But the motor,
He's a better run stopper.
Yeah, and the motor, I'll give it to you.
Max is out of all the top 5 guys. I think Max is the best run defender out of all the 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Yeah, he is. But I think getting to the quarterback, I think it's Myles.
What do you need it the most?
I value it.
And also creating turnovers, I think it's Myles too.
I just think at the end of the day, like pass rushing's king, man. In today's NFL, you got to be the best of the best pass rusher. And yeah, maybe there's an argument that Myles isn't the most complete pass rusher, in terms of, in terms of what moves and in terms of using your head right, in terms of, finding the right spots. Like the best pass rusher you could argue is TJ Watt. What happened?
Justin Simmons is going to Philadelphia.
Oh my!
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
kidding me.
I just saw the news.
Yo, what? That Eagles GM?
It's oh my damn.
Howie Roseman. Are you sure it's true? I haven't seen it.
I gotta check. Hold on, I'm going to double check. So I don't know if this is true. So let me give you a second to check.
My personal opinion, I think Justin Simmons, like arguably the best young.
I haven't seen anything from Rappaport or Schefter. I just want
to. Max, cap space ain't real, bro. I agree with you, Max. Cap space ain't real, bro.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Until I see something.
Let me check.
I don't think it's real. I don't
think it's real, but I'm gonna double check and wait to see if they respond.
I haven't seen anything. I don't think it's real.
I'm waiting for that tweet. I'm waiting for that tweet.
Yo, by the way, while we're looking at this, I just want to say this real quick because it's absolutely hilarious. We're going to talk about the fact that Mel Kiper, like 2 months ago, said Justin Fields could get traded for the 8th overall pick. Now teams are saying he might be a backup. Like, I just want to throw it out there.
Man, it's sad because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, Justin Fields is not a backup, bro.
Nah.
I really want him to go to Minnesota. Like, can he just go to Minnesota? Like,
nah, he wouldn't be good with Kevin O'Connell.
Or he could go somewhere like the Rams and sit behind Stafford.
See, the problem is we got to really diagnose the reason why Justin Fields is not getting picked up. And the reason why is because people want a quarterback who can process the field and make accurate throws, especially in the intermediate and the short game. And Justin Fields is not good at that. So that is the reason why he's not getting picked up for a lot of these teams. Like, you need a specific system for Justin Fields right now. Can he get better? Yes, but how many teams need a quarterback and need that type of quarterback in that particular system?
I think the Jets should have won it.
And this is what I'll say about the whole.
But the thing is,
I want to say this real quick with the whole Fields versus.
Let me know when you got it. But I think, can I say this? I'm taking Justin Fields over Bryce Young right now. I'm taking Justin Fields Bryce Young right now. Just saying.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
One mic.
That's not fair because that's the same situation. Because the same way you give Justin Fields a pass, you got to give it to Bryce.
Yeah, and Bryce's situation is so much worse.
That matters to me, dog.
It's worse.
His ability to make plays outside of the pocket.
But Bryce Young
matters,
can do that too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you saw Bryce Young, like why he really got drafted. Bryce Young got drafted because he could make plays outside the pocket. Like when he get protection, like Bryce Young throws dots.
This is
exactly. I'm like,
I don't know what you think.
As the big draft guy here, like I don't know if you guys know this. I'm big into the draft. I do a bunch of draft stuff every year. Here's the thing. I was not big on Bryce. I was not big on Bryce coming out, but what I can say was, listen, Bryce wasn't the most like physically gifted. Wait, are we good?
Just mute your mic. That's all.
Deb, mute your mic.
Okay, but like the thing with Bryce is like Bryce wasn't the most physically gifted guy coming out. He's not out here like. Someone told me this comp, and I think it's interesting. He's like a smarter but way less talented Kyler Murray. And I think that's fair because, he doesn't have the legs of Kyler. He doesn't have the arm of Kyler, but he has that playmaking ability. Maybe not like as of Kyler or like maybe a Russ back in his prime, but still a guy who can create outside of structure.
Don't need technical difficulties.
Damn it, Donnie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you had to cut him out.
Yeah, Donnie, you're kind of cooked with it.
Oh,
No, you're
I
kind of
think for me, I think the
Am I good?
comparison
Am I
that
good?
saw
Am I
a
good?
lot-
Yeah, you're good. You're
You're
good.
good now.
Okay. Well, I'll wrap it up quick. Like, Bryce isn't the most super talented guy. He's not throwing the ball 80 yards. He's not running a 4.4, but like, he's a smart quarterback, dude. And we saw his ability to carry that Alabama squad that, in my humble opinion, that was the worst Alabama offense we've ever seen. That offensive line had one draft pick. The wide receivers, it was nothing but Jermaine Burton, who is okay, I guess. He's like a third-round pick, maybe.
Did he carry him though, Donnie?
Who, Bryce?
He carried him.
Yeah,
Gibbs.
it was
Really Bryson. It was Bryson Gibbs. It was Bryson.
It was
Gibbs.
Bryson
It
Gibbs.
was Bryson Gibbs, and that's it. Like, they were the two. Like, he didn't have a Joe
Well, they
Burrow
had Will Anderson
situation.
on defense.
He didn't have a Jaden Daniels situation. I mean, like, dude, he was dealing with nothing. Like, it was him and Jameer, and like his ability to like throw
We
with
saw what Bryce did
anticipation,
when he
make
had
the
the
correct
receivers,
read.
though. I ain't gonna
He
lie.
was
Bryce
really
was
good at that. But the
bugging.
problem is, in the NFL, it's obviously harder to kick that up, and it's even harder to do it when, like I said, like an hour ago, he has the worst wide receiver core I've ever seen in my life. The
But
worst. That
my
wide
thing
receiver
is this
core
though,
is
Donnie. My thing is this
horrible.
though. When you get a guy like Bryce, the way I keep tell people, dog. When you have a guy like C.J. Stroud and you have a Bryce Young in the same draft, and you literally have the number one pick, so it's whatever you like, right? I'm looking at a guy where I knew that my Panthers team was a bad team, Donnie. So why? My thing was always like my vision was always this: if I know my O-line is bad, if I know I don't have the greatest receiver core, the greatest running game, the greatest defense, why I'm wanting the quarterback who could give me a little more. Who I compare Bryce Young to coming out of the draft, I thought it was like a less smarter version of a Drew Brees, like a black Drew Brees, where not the biggest guy, but great accuracy. You understand what I'm saying? With the right O-line, the right weapons, I think can get something done. But I just feel like Bryce Young is a guy you have and you sit him behind a guy. Like again, Bryce Young, if he went somewhere like the Jets where he can sit behind Aaron Rodgers, then come straight into the game 2 years later and be a guy. That's the guy I'm looking at. Well, I'm looking at a guy where I got to build around. And you got to understand, I saw it in Cam, right? We took a team, right? It was a bad team with what's my boy name that came from North Carolina? Jimmy Clausen, right? Same team. Jimmy Clausen couldn't get nothing done. Cam comes, and because he was such a physical stature, it could do more. Yes. He was able to put the team on his back and do more. Again, when I say do more, it's the running after the running as far as the play action, when this is like when Reed Austin started really getting developed, his ability to make plays outside of the pocket, his physical stature, his red zone threat, like that was something we looked at and went, okay, this team ain't great, but we can build around this guy because when you have nothing, you need a really good talent when you ain't got nothing. I don't think Bryce Young is just complete trash guy. I know I go on him all the time, but I just felt like when you have a CJ who already showed me to be a better leader.
No. But let's look at this though. Go ahead, man. Okay, let me ask you a question because me and Donnie we watched. When you watch CJ coming out,
thank you, man. He's not a floor raiser.
Before that Georgia game, did you really think that CJ Stroud was better than Bryce Young? I'm gonna be honest because
I always had.
No, you did because of the size. Because I know you, Donnie. You're a prospect guy, size, all that.
Same here.
I'm talking play wise.
I did not think CJ Stroud.
Nobody thought CJ was better.
Well, at one point in their entire college football team, I didn't think that.
After that Georgia game, people thought that. After that Georgia game.
Here's the thing with me that I'll say real quick.
So I'm not mad at Carolina for taking
Bryce and Stroud thing. Like I had Bryce QB3 in that draft. I liked Bryce. He was still a guy I would take top 10, but you said it well. Like in terms of and this is what I value. Like me and Hellfire go back and forth all the time. Manny can talk about it. Like I look for your physical talent, your tools and quarterbacks, because at the end of the day, almost all the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL are stupidly toolsy guys. Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Lamar. Like all those guys, they're all just super God-given gifts, dude. And that's why I was super high on Anthony Richardson, because I was like, dude, if Anthony Richardson hits his sky-high ceiling, we're looking at the second best QB in the league behind Mahomes. Like that is how good he could have been. And I also thought Stroud had a higher ceiling than Bryce because I thought his arm was so much better. But that's why I wasn't big on Bryce. But the reason why I was cool with him taking top 10 was because he had that high floor as a processor. Unfortunately, he didn't play that well this year.
Smart.
Unfortunately, he didn't play this well, but dude, his team.
But I'm not gonna be honest. I love CJ Stroud. I love him, but he's not that guy that's gonna break the pocket and run like that. Like Bryce was running for his life. CJ would have been the same way, running for his life. CJ's not that elusive to where he's gonna slide like that.
That was the worst Alabama offensive line I've ever seen. That was the worst Alabama O-line.
Can I add on to a
Bro, we did watch CJ in college, bro. I watched him versus
that offensive line at Alabama was not nearly as good as
CJ a lot of games. I watched him versus
Can I add on to what Minnie's saying? Because look, this is the reason why I still had Bryce over CJ even in college at that point, right? Like Manny said, that O-line was bad, right? His best weapon on his last year at Alabama was Jahmyr Gibbs, right? And so you think about everything that he was doing. He's sitting here creating. He's sitting here having to extend plays for guys like Jermaine Burton, and Jermaine Burton is dropping the football. Jermaine Burton's not the best through contact and traffic, all that stuff. And on the flip side, you got CJ Stroud over there, still having one of the best teams in the country, right? You know what I'm saying? He's over here. He got all the weapons on every side of him. You know what I'm saying? He's dealing with that for the last 3 years of his college career. You feel me? CJ Stroud, the one thing that why he broke the stigma as Ohio State quarterbacks, and this goes for like all the top 10 schools in general, the SEC, Big Ten, all this stuff. You're gonna have an elite O-line, but Ohio State's always gonna have like a really elite O-line, right? So they're gonna have. I'm watching CJ Stroud. I watched the same thing with Justin Fields. They're having plenty of time in the pocket. They chilling back there, take a nap back there, you know what I'm saying? Get back up, eat some breakfast, and then throw the ball to whoever they're throwing it to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they're going to get the ball off. Feel me? On the other hand, that doesn't translate to the NFL for me. And you've seen that in multiple scenarios with these Ohio State quarterbacks, you feel me? Like Justin Fields. He's in the league right now dealing with that same problem that he had in college because of the fact that he can't process the field quick enough to get the ball out. He can't do that. Yes, Justin Fields has an elite talent. He has all this stuff. And if you get him with the right coaches, he can get him up to speed. But it's taken him a long time. And then you see it even now. You see the fruit of what happened at Ohio State. You feel me? And so now CJ Stroud, to me, he broke that stigma because it didn't matter irrespective if he had an O-line or not. Because when he got in the league, that process issue to me went away. I'm not gonna lie. It clearly you could clearly see because of how good of a talent he is. But that talent, Gerald, I'm gonna be honest, that talent, that issue did not go. That man, Justin Fields had a process issue in college. It was evident. He was stare down his receivers. He was stare down his receivers to the end. It was an actual issue for him. So Bryce Young, on the other hand, it wasn't a problem when it comes to IQ. I think he processed the field very well. He was extended plays. He would always have to get the ball to a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs, and they're getting down the field. He's getting down the field with Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield running Texas routes and flat routes and all this other stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, Bryce Young to me was easily like he had the game right because we had all his weapons. He had J-Mo. When he had all them guys, you know what he was doing? He was out here carving up defenses when he had that elite O-line compared to Ohio
Georgia defense.
But that's my thing, though, guys.
Don't you remember that Georgia defense that
everyone was hyping up? Why would I like? That's what stopgap against every Alabama quarterback. I always say they playing with the best talent. Until the NIL deal came along.
But I can do the same thing with Ohio State. I can do the same thing with Ohio State.
The best D-line. So of course you're great. We thought Mac Jones was the first. He clearly wasn't the first round.
I didn't think Mac
but
Jones.
He had so much.
I didn't think Mac Jones was Bryce Young. I didn't think Mac Jones was Bryce Young.
I see what Bryce did without talent. I see what Bryce did with talent. Bryce won the Heisman. Then I see what he did without talent. He was still good. Good as hell.
He was good, man. Once Bryce O-line, this is my thing. This is my biggest thing about Bryce.
Bryce wasn't good.
Once Bryce O-line wasn't the greatest, I watched Bryce Young. The same thing he does in the NFL is be timid. That's the thing. Bryce Young. If you really watch the 22 on Bryce Young, there has been times where Bryce Young does have a clear pocket and have time, but he got an imaginary ghost around.
I can see that. I get that. Hey, early to that point, that's because at that point he's built up a habit in his head. His internal clock was already going off. You feel me, right? So like I don't have as much luxury time as I did before, right? And so in my head, when I get this clear pocket, I'm like, dang. And so an elite quarterback, irrespective of that situation, would have got that done no matter what. So, I got a clear pocket. Yeah, you shouldn't have gave me that. So I can get with you on that. But I mean, Bryce is still young to me. That's the only thing. So to him, he's not. Oh wow, I got a clear pocket, and his clock already went off. It's like, dang, I just messed up on that situation. I'm gonna get better.
But I think JJ, my biggest thing for me, JJ, is that if Bryce Young, if nobody played good in this draft, they'd be like, okay. But my thing is, it wasn't like Carolina had a third pick. They had the number 1 pick. And when you got the number 1 pick, that means you take your time. You ain't got to rush. You ain't got to put some shit together. Or if they pick him, we might have to go with him. No, when you got the first pick, you get the first to choose. As you break down the film, as you break down the characteristics, as you break down the physical stature, right?
Bryce, bro.
As a guy who is a Panthers fan, I've been a Panthers fan since I was a kid, my whole life. Everybody tell you, I think Steve Smith was the greatest receiver of all time. But I saw how the stature, I even saw the organization of how we looked at CJ Stroud. Everybody wanted CJ Stroud. The only person that wanted Bryce Young was David Tepper. And I'm gonna tell you right now, right? This is my biggest thing, right? And I know it's one of them, like, things where you go, you never know. But if we go, okay, the Texans were better than we thought they were. Okay, cool. So let's go CJ Stroud at number 1. Let's go Bryce Young at number 2. Even with that situation, what CJ Stroud did then to be the MVP candidate, top 5, top 7 MVP candidate with that Houston team, does Bryce Young do that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The way they ran their offense, maybe. Yes, because the way they had crosses running, the way Bryce Young plays, yes, I think he could play in that offense. I do. The way Bryce Young plays, I think
okay, so look, I will say this early.
Like you, but like this is the thing though, because you want to give me players. Like you told me, like oh, this dude Bryce Young played with. You saw what he did when he had players, and you saw what he did without players. I saw what CJ did with players. Let's not talk about the receivers CJ had in college. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, JSN, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Don't forget about Emeka Egbuka.
Exactly. Let's not do that.
Oh my God,
like let's not do that. So you want to give me the talent? CJ played with probably better talent than Bryce. So like we really can't do that.
Yeah, because when it comes to wide receivers, Ohio State has it.
Like you really can't do that. And Bryce proved to me that he could ball with nobody on his team. Just
so then for me, if
I'm
the Panthers, right, I'm already getting rid of DJ Moore. I don't have a running game. I went and got Miles Sanders because I thought he was legit. Miles Sanders ain't showed us nothing other than the Eagles, which that O-line is great. We saw Swift get on that he was going to be the guy for us. We got rid of Christian McCaffrey. We got rid of DJ Moore. We got
Hubbard better.
Brian Berg this year. You really didn't have nothing. You went and got an old-ass Adam Thielen, right, who still is productive, but old savvy vet. You don't have the greatest tight end. You don't have the greatest running back. You don't have the greatest O-line, right? If you're going to get rid of everything and start completely fresh, then why would you have to get an AR? Because I'll go with the physical talent that I can just freestyle, and then either we go 3 and fucking 15 or 3 and 14, we can let's have fun.
Because
AR's to that point,
because AR's play in college. No, because I'm gonna be honest. Because AR's play in college wasn't good enough for you to take care.
And not even that. That is like that's potential to just ruin a player right there in my eyes. Because realistically,
that's basically saying I could go to the combine and I'm just gonna get picked 1.
Yeah, realistically, AR can be really good in this league. I agree, right? But the thing is, you put him in a situation like that, you're literally setting him up for failure where he can't get better. And so you're going to have another situation where he's not that good of a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And people they're going to say you reach when it's not the case. AR's, I think, was good where he got drafted. I think in the situation y'all are in, yes, CJ Stroud could have actually made that team in my eyes, just based off of pure, like, you know what I'm saying? The first, like the team that you have right now or last season. CJ Stroud would have made that team just that much better. But y'all still would have been really bad. But he would have made that team that much better.
And that's my thing.
And so
go with the guy. First of all, CJ, we're just talking about physical gifts. Yes, he has a better arm. Yeah, he's a bigger stature. But CJ has that leader mentality. CJ is decision making.
Bryce does too. But no, I think it's really just because of the tools. I think it's just the tools. That's all it really is.
But we're talking about coming in getting drafted. Like you can't tell me that CJ had better leadership tools than Bryce. Coming in.
Here's
you can't tell me that CJ ain't winning natty. CJ
win a nat. But hear what you're saying.
But you're telling me CJ still.
He was close though.
He was a Marvin Harrison injury away from winning.
And so was Bryce. So
yeah,
Jameson Williams in that game. They're beating.
He would have won exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Earlier, there's no way that you can tell me coming in that the Panthers. You can't tell me no way the Panthers made a wrong choice.
But you gotta understand though.
You can't tell me they did.
Okay, yeah, look, the natty, yes, the Heisman, but Manny, I watched Mac Jones get it. I watched what's my man name?
They 100% did make the wrong choice.
There's been so many guys that were just guys that
But
got
he
it
wasn't.
done.
You can't tell me about a play in college that he was better than him. You couldn't tell me.
And
that.
again,
in my eyes, he wasn't a better player.
OSU was a bad field goal. Because let's be honest, if they beat Georgia,
Bryce Young,
one mic.
I'm gonna say multiple. I'm gonna say multiple things about college. Go ahead.
Nah,
there's multiple things about these college arguments that I do not agree with at all. You feel me?
I'll go, Jay, bro. I know your episode.
Yeah, I had to chime in real quick. You know, I'm gonna
threw for 32 and 5 with nobody.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the college shit y'all talking really is trash to me for two reasons. One, this is where y'all piss me off the most. Y'all gonna really sit here, and this is why I say you niggas did not play college sports, and it shows. Y'all gonna really act like an Alabama team in the SEC because it hasn't been as good as they have been for maybe a decade or the last 8 years. Y'all gonna sit here and lie like that Alabama team still don't have one of the best rosters in all of college football? You couldn't name 10 rosters in the country. You couldn't name 10 rosters in the country.
On the defense, too.
But J-Rock, in comparison to the other rosters, in comparison to the
other team, it's not
you
good.
cannot compare Alabama rosters to other Alabama rosters.
No, in comparison to the other teams in this league.
No.
Don't come up there trying to bully, nigga. Don't try to bully.
Compare CJ roster. Compare CJ roster. What's CJ roster? What was CJ roster?
I ain't been here for 10 seconds. Y'all finna be cutting me the fuck off. It ain't about to be like that. It ain't about being piss poor, my nigga. These niggas are lying about your team.
It's me.
Nigga, it's not about you, nigga. It's about you. I'm with you too. Nigga, at the end of the day, I'm gonna get this shit off. I'm not saying that y'all wasn't a better team. You're not letting me finish the point, nigga. You're not letting me finish the point. Let me finish, nigga. I'm not saying that roster. Let me finish. These niggas are lying. They're lying.
No, we're not. No, you're not.
Nobody's fucking in. I came up here to speak my point. You're not gonna. You, man, y'all niggas all not about what you talking about. I just said 3 words, nigga. At the end of the day, these niggas talking about my team. All right, so
if you're gonna debate, you can debate, nigga, but don't get up here lying and you trying to big bro, nigga. Fuck no,
I'm not big bro. You're not making no sense, bro.
You ain't finna get both of them off, nigga.
You're not finna get both of them off.
I'm the real big dog in this bitch,
nigga. You just came up here screaming.
I'm the real big dog. I'm the real dog, nigga. I'm the biggest bird in this motherfucker.
I'm the biggest dog.
I'm the biggest bird.
Oh, he's that big.
Don't worry, hey, y'all, they're not serious. Don't worry.
Get my point across. All I want to do is get my point across about my team.
If you gonna say Ohio State,
what did I lie about? What did I lie about?
Get up here lying, nigga.
You can't say I lied about something.
Squad, nigga.
I'm not lying about your squad.
You lying, nigga. Y'all squad was just as
Bama. Can you finish Bama?
Y'all Alabama the Big Ten, nigga. He didn't win, nigga. He didn't win.
I said 2 words.
He was a bad field goal away.
I said 2 words.
I don't give a fuck. Did he win or not? Did he go or not?
2 words. Man, you already cut me off. I say 2 words. You mad because I'm saying real Alabama shit. Again, what I'm saying about your squad is you're going to try to come up here because you're going to compare your squad to the team that y'all had of old, and y'all have always had dominant teams. But what I'm trying to make sure y'all acknowledge, you're not used to having dominant teams at University of Alabama.
That's a lot. We did not compare the Alabama team to Alabama teams of old.
Yo, my nigga, is the University of Alabama used to having dominant teams?
They used to have some of the most dangerous teams of all of college football.
All right, y'all being, and now y'all you full of shit right now.
But Ohio State hasn't, J-Rob. But Ohio
Manny, answer my question. Manny, can y'all answer my question? The problem is
that is a lie.
I ain't gonna lie, Bama. Hold on, Bama, because I'm not coming up here to disrespect Alabama, bro. I'm not. No, I'm not, nigga. You're just reacting that I'm talking about your team. I never said that y'all had the same teams of, y'all had better programs than the one that Bryce Young adopted. However, Manny's trying to come up here and act like the Alabama roster that y'all had, Bama, was one of the worst rosters in the country, or was a mid-level roster.
It was a mid-level roster.
No, it's okay.
The O-line was ranked. Okay, this is what I'm finna give you niggas with facts. I'm not finna talk all that feeling shit. The O-line was ranked in the hundreds. On top of the O-line being ranked in the hundreds,
what year was this?
Yardage, nigga, we was dead last, nigga. We was dead last in penalty yards. For as route separation, them niggas was dead last in creating separation. We also was top in drops, nigga. So I'm not even finna go over there with you. These is facts, not
Compared
feelings,
to the
nigga.
rest of the
so
country,
based off the
did y'all have
country, we
a
were
average
bad,
roster?
bro.
Did y'all
In
have
the
a average
country, we
roster?
were bad, bro.
Y'all had a
Not
team.
just Alabama history.
An average team, bro. You hear yourself?
But Bama, can we have Bama? Even this year alone, Bama, can we admit Bama? Even this year alone, if y'all don't play Michigan, it's you and Michigan. If y'all had to play Washington, it'd be you and Michigan in the natty.
Bro, can I say something?
What are you talking about?
Can I say something?
What I'm trying to say is to act like y'all have a inferior roster just because y'all didn't have the most dominant program that y'all used to. We're not, I'm not even trying to discredit. I'm not even trying to discredit Bryce Young. Only thing that lost me was the whole he carried everything, and I think he did a lot of great things.
That was crazy, J-Rob.
I think he did a lot of great things. Hold on, I think he did a lot of great things. That's the thing. I think he deserved his Heisman Trophy. I think the plays he made for Alabama. I think he was a
Cam carry.
I didn't have him as the number one pick in the draft prior to the Georgia
Young
game.
carry.
However, what I'm saying about the
They
Bryce
carried it one.
Johnny Manziel carried.
That I can't have that I can't get down with is to sit here and act like the positions they were in last year or their abilities to make plays or Bryce Young and the situation they in was not because they had.
I think
that's how you know it's true. Bryce Young clears.
Okay. To sit here and try to act like they're an overachieving team or like there's some inferior team due to talent, I don't agree with that because if y'all take that same Alabama team, regardless, just the roster, and throw that whole roster in the ACC or in the Big 12, that same roster that Bryce Young have, they'd still be a dominant team. They were a good team in the SEC.
Can I please respond? Hold on. I want to respond to that. I want to respond to what J-Rob is saying.
A middle of the pack roster.
I want to respond to what
J-Rob is saying.
You
cannot say that based off of
y'all played in the SEC. You tell me every day,
it has nothing to do with what league you played in, J-Rob.
They were the third best team in the SEC that year.
They were the third best team in the SEC that year.
They were the third best team in the SEC that year.
So fuck all the D1, D2 shit. I got a degree for coaching. Regardless of what league you played in, Alabama could have played in the D2 league. Leading the country in penalties, nigga. That is a recipe for losing no matter what league you in. No matter what league you in. We lost to Tennessee. Granted, we was able to lose by 3 points. But my nigga, we had 18 penalties that game. Against Texas, we had 13. In another loss versus LSU, penalties. Y'all not just going to sit here and just be like, oh, that has nothing to do with talent. Whatever it is.
Who was their best receiver? Who was their best receiver, J-Rob? J-Rob, who was their best receiver?
Riddell, if you can't block nobody, you just can't block nobody.
Who was their best receiver?
It's not about the wide receivers, bro. It's not about that.
If you in the hundreds and pass blocking, bro, you just bad at pass blocking.
Yo, okay. So look, I still feel like J-Rob, I feel like you were being disingenuous to the situation, right? Because at the end of the day, before the Sugar Bowl or whatever, them boys were still 10-2 at that time, right? And so, yes, a team like that, at the end of the day, if you're 10-2, you're gonna be a good team. That's still a great team at the end of the day. But compared to the upper echelon of these teams in college football during that year, they were not able to stack up that well against those teams. Against the Ohio State, like you said, against the bro, what are we doing?
Again, y'all talk about Ohio State because y'all look at the offense. Do you know how shit our defense was?
That's what the Big Ten is.
Georgia gave us 40 points.
But that's the Big Ten. Big Ten is known for great offense. The defense has always been a problem with the Big Ten.
Our secondary when we played Michigan. Let's be honest. If y'all gonna talk about y'all gonna talk about the offense that y'all had at Alabama, I could talk about the defense that Ohio State have.
I'll talk about the defense Alabama had that year. They gave up. They averaged giving up 20-some points.
All I'm trying to say, Bama, I ain't trying to say that. I'm not saying Bryce Young did not do a good job, Bama. All I'm saying, I understand the penalty thing, but that's not a talent issue. That's a coaching and discipline issue. My only grievance with what y'all talking about is, again, if y'all don't think Alabama compared to the Alabama teams of old are to that standard, I could agree with that. But that year, to sit here and act like his team was a middle of the pack team, that's not true, bro.
You can put them in the ACC. His team was not that good, bro.
Look, J-Rob, whether or not you say
they're not good in comparison of what we hold them to.
No, they're not good in comparison to what the upper echelon teams were.
Thank you, JJ. Who were the upper echelon teams that year? Tell me who the upper echelon teams were.
Okay, you had Georgia, LSU,
Ohio State,
LSU, Ohio State, Michigan,
Tennessee,
and again, Ohio
before
State,
Hendon Hooker got hurt.
We did not have a good defense. We didn't have a good defense.
Who else they had up there? Who else made the playoffs?
You think TCU going? You think TCU is an upper echelon team?
Fuck no. Terrible defense too.
Come on, now, let's be honest.
Awful defense.
But I'm not saying there was worse than TCU.
But they won. They lost 2-1 game. We're talking about the top team that season, right? Alabama lost 3 games that year, right? Talking about the top.
Alabama lost 2 games that year. They lost 2.
They lost to Tennessee and then they lost
Tennessee.
Both by field goals.
I feel like y'all don't want to admit the fact that y'all have
both by field goals, bro.
Before the NLL deal,
actually,
y'all
wait,
for
no,
years
Manny,
and years
I
was
remember.
backing and shoved
The
y'all
one to
teams
Tennessee
because
was
nobody
by
compete
a
with
field
y'all.
goal. The
But
one
when the
against
playing
LSU
field
was
got
a
even,
touchdown.
you niggas came down a pin.
That playing field wasn't even. No, they dropped. Okay, you're right. They like you said, whether or not you want to say playing field got even or not, they dropped below. They dropped below the playing field. They dropped below the playing field. They dropped below the playing field, dog.
Thank you.
They dropped lower than that. That's the problem. That's what we're trying to get. That's
But we
what
started
the
the
whole
comparison,
thing.
JJ, with CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. You're not telling me that CJ Stroud is not doing just as
Bryce Young in the situation he was given. Look. I'm not gonna argue. Look, I'm with you if you're talking about the year before, right? I'm not gonna argue that because that team is clearly better.
With Start, yes, CJ would have had a great year with Start. Yes, I'm not debating that. Nobody is debating that. But what me and JJ is trying to get through y'all skulls, bro, that year with Bill O'Brien, brand new O-line, brand new basically everything, receivers. Jahmyr Gibbs was at Georgia Tech, and he ends up being his best weapon, and it's not even a receiver. His best weapon
Not
was
even a receiver. You
on
got
top of that.
I'm watching this stuff, bro. This like it's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Ja'Cory
on what had to transfer to Oregon, all of them dropping passes.
I watched
But
CJ
y'all
and
are
Bryce
sitting here and be like,
Young
oh, bro, they got the most talented roster because when they was high school, they was 5 stars. It don't matter what they was in high school. When they started playing for Alabama that year, they was garbage. All they ranks ended up being below the top teams. And what JJ was saying, when you look at Ohio State and the way they played in 2022, that Alabama team does not stack up with a team like that.
Bro, you gave Bryce Young weapons. He threw for 5,000, bro.
When we played Georgia, if we were to play Georgia, we got murdered by
Wrap
Georgia.
it up after this because another show's coming up.
Is this show? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Stop lying about Alabama, Ohio State up. You heard?
Bro, that's not no lie, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think you saying that. I think you saying
Ohio
that.
State this year with the moves they made. Oh, they're about to be disgusting. I think they win in the Natty.
Their quarterback is Will Howard.
That's what I'm saying. I think you saying that. Hold on.
Will Howard. We gotta wrap it up.
I think J-Rob personally. I think J-Rob is saying this. What he's saying about Alabama. Okay, I think what J-Rod's saying about Alabama, the reason why he's saying that is because Alabama was so dominant, and now people seeing that Alabama fall, he don't want to give them that credit. He's like, nah, y'all ain't fall off. Y'all aren't good as us. He wants them to stay in the realm of Ohio State, so that way he can say Ohio State is just that much better. That's how I feel it. That's how I feel
in that
it.
realm.
They weren't in that realm though.
I believe CJ.
Well, guys, that's our time. We appreciate y'all for coming and cooking it with us at Overfield, man. It's been a great episode. Shout out J-Rob, Riddell, JJ, Grant, Manny, Deb, everybody who came through. Bama, hey man. Till next time. We'll see y'all Thursday.